What? What?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, Mr. Chan.
Oh, yes.
Hello, Mr. Chan.
Hello, Mr. Chan. That's right, you got to chan it, haven't you?
Well, Mr. Chan, it should be number one.
Absolutely. All right, start recording. Are we gonna crack that open? Yeah, I've done it. Start recording. Crack that open. Oh, me as well. I gotta do it at the same time. Boom! What is up, guys? This is Alex from First Figures.
Hey there, everyone. This is CHOCKS.
Welcome to Friday Q&A with CHOCKS in a 113. Boom! It is, of course, the 5th of April, 2019. Good morning, America. Good afternoon, EU. Good evening, Asia. You should be sleeping, Australia. What is going on, guys? I hope you had a good week. Let us know in the comments what you've been up to. Has it been a good one, bad one? Let us know. We all like to hear all about that. In the meantime, CHOCKS, that was a mistake.
Why?
To have a countdown. Because when I came back from the countdown, it said 0 seconds left. So can I assume it just hit 0 by the time...
It just hit 0.
It just hit 0,
yeah.
Phew! That was me thinking that it had gone over and I'd sort of not realised. But it only just gone to 0. Just must have missed it. What is up, guys? What have you been up to? Let's see some of the comments to kick it off.
Good morning, Kelly Cruz. Hey, John. Hey, Liam. How's it going?
Peace. Ooh, chat. It was missing. Let's see if we can find it.
Setting up there.
Yeah.
So we have Zach on the stream. Alexandra, sorry. Stefan has just joined. There's a Chris
Nice.
Eccles.
Oh my god, current application is not supported anymore. Please update. Are you kidding me right now?
Current application
it's not
version is
supported,
not supported
anymore.
Please update. Update what?
I don't understand, but it's like working over there. I don't even get it.
Do not close the application while download is processing. It can take a few minutes.
You see, I prepared this all nicely beforehand. I can't even see the comments properly.
Hey Jake, how's it going? What's everyone been doing?
What you guys been up to?
Yeah.
Start getting ready 4 minutes earlier. I would do, except for when you gotta go, you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? I had some carbs today.
Ah, yes. April Fools. Yes. It's come and gone really quick, hasn't it?
It has.
Yeah.
It has.
It's like it never happened.
Who was saying that? Eleanor, yeah? That was cool. Honestly, it was so funny. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. But yeah, come on, guys. What have you been up to? It's been a week in FRF land. Of course, what happens in FRF land, it goes so quickly. What's been going on with you guys?
Hey, George. From MCE. Do you call yourselves MCE now, or do you keep changing your names every 5 minutes?
It's always been MCE.
I don't know. It has so many different things going on.
Is it?
Yeah, it's sort of like, which one's the main one now?
Player.
Yeah.
I like it. What is up, Zach, mate? How's the move been? Sven, you looking forward to that All-Mighter pre-order, yeah? Which one are you up? Which one are you up for? Casual?
All of them?
Golden? Silver? Kelly Cruz? You into the old Castlevania, are you?
Yeah, it's coming along. We've seen some updates.
Been spending a fortune FRF statues. Just bought the Zan X. Sculptoris, mate. Zan X. How much did that bad boy set you back? Because that was quite rare. I think 250 pieces. Ronald Jacobs in the house. How did you manage to break your foot, Ronald? Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, it's not.
Have you ever had any broken bones before, CHOCKS?
No.
No. Nothing broken. Never gone to the hospital?
Actually, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is broken or not.
You mean if it's broken? You mean it could be broken? You didn't even realize?
Yeah, I didn't realize, but it was like really purple. And I just,
well, that's not good, is it?
I didn't even do anything about it. I just let it healed, and it's all wonky. Yeah.
I think you answered your own question.
I guess I did.
A crane put some weight on it. That sounds like, I hope you got some...
A crane, oh my god.
Some insurance and stuff on that. Yeah, Jade, that Borderlands is looking nice, isn't it? Let's just come back to this. Oh, Jesus. What is going on here?
Yvonne's been decorating her new office with pictures of my pre-orders.
Yeah? I'd like to see that.
Uncle Scabs, you joined earlier, then you left, then you joined again.
In and out.
Oh my god, Billy and his wife got quarantined at home because the doctors thought my wife might have mumps.
Mumps?
Yeah, M-U-M-P-S.
Yeah, mumps. It's better than her having the hump. Because you ordered too many FRF statues, right? What is up, Chris Harrison? John Rufano, I know you've been always pushing for that Bowser. Hopefully, you've been seeing a couple of those updates in the club. It's going to placate you a little bit. I know it still doesn't make the delivery date any quicker, but hopefully it makes it just that much more bearable. What is up, Troy? Lucky for me, the safety shoes, but 2 mid-foot bones are broken and 1 is crushed badly. Man, that doesn't sound good. How long are you going to be out of action for? Coloured Easter eggs with my 4-year-old. Oh, God, it's Easter weekend soon, isn't it? Easter Friday. What is it? Easter Sunday, Good Friday. Is that the good,
that normally happens in May time, isn't it?
Hell no. Easter time is April time, mate.
Shit, when's Mother's Day?
UK Mother's Day was last Sunday. I know you're a good boy that you called up your mummy and said,
every day is Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's not the case. You know, the kids are usually going, where's Mummy's Day and there's Daddy's Day? Where's Kids' Day? Like, everybody is a fucking Kids' Day. But actually, having said that, there is Kids' Day in China.
Is. Yeah?
In China, there is a specific Kid Day. I think also maybe in Japan as well.
It's like saying there's Singles Day, isn't there?
There is a Singles Day. But they did that because it was sort of anti...
Made a lot of money for...
Alibaba.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
I know.
Thank you very much. Hey, John Rufano, can you sort me out with that Dirtworm Tim?
Yeah, come on, guys. Who has it? The search for Earthworm Jim.
Easter weekend, 19th to the 22nd. That's why you haven't probably seen all of the... You've seen a bit of the old Maltesers coming out with those eggs downstairs in the 7.
Yeah, but it's come and gone really quick as well, isn't it?
It's not gone yet. Hasn't come yet.
No, when it normally happens when it's Easter stuff, it switches so quick.
Well, it's either Easter or it's not. So it switches off right afterwards. Then it goes straight down to discount, baby.
Yeah, Hong Kong doesn't really celebrate these kind of stuff.
You still definitely see a lot of Easter eggs out and about. Easter eggs out and about.
A quick cash grab.
Aye. Single states called happy hour. I like that, Liam. Oh, Justina, there's a Kids' Day in the US as well. I did not realise that.
It's literally a day for everything now, eh?
So should we come have an FRF day? I was just thinking, when is our company's birthday?
You tell me.
I don't even know.
When was the company registered? Check it out. It's got a registration, right? Has it not? Go.
So give me a break. I have no idea.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when you forget your own birthday. Do you just like if you forget your own birthday, right? Do you
Has that ever happened to you though?
No, but do you ever like just assuming someone has like forgotten their own birthday, right?
Right.
Or you know, unfortunate circumstances. Someone's raised up in the system, foster care, don't have documentation, don't know when their birthday is. They might, you're gonna have to choose one, right?
Right.
What would you choose? If you could choose your birthday, when would you choose it?
When would I choose it?
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think it really matters. It's just a day, right?
Well, the day that you think about it, you go, oh yeah, I might as well make it tomorrow. Well, that's
today. I've totally forgotten.
Amazingly so.
And it'll be today.
It's amazing how many people were born the day after we implemented those FRF reward points for the birthdays.
Oh yeah, I know.
Amazing.
All of a sudden,
everybody, his birthday was the next day. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. You know what, Chocks? If you think about it, if I could choose a date, I would probably choose my son's birthday.
Same day.
Hell no, I'd make him choose a different day. June the 2nd.
Right.
Well, how is that for, you know, halfway between? So not quite halfway between, but you know, yeah. So you get your Christmas present and then you get your birthday present. You know, you're in red danger alert if you have your birthday late December, early January. Oh yeah, lump it together, innit?
Or like
Christmas and Christmas and birthday together.
Yeah, on special days.
Right, Christmas and birthday do it together, and then you're kind of like feeling a little bit like, have you just like, oh yeah, I made you one big present.
No.
Hey, did I get chiefed or did I get chiefed?
Some people do that though, because it's easy to remember. Like for example, let's say they propose on the same on someone's birthday, or propose or get married on someone's birthday, or whatever it is, yeah.
Right.
And it's sort of like kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah, but the person like. So that's why I'm saying, if you have it equidistant between the two holidays, you know, your birthday and New Year's, sorry, and Christmas, you're more likely to get two proper birthday presents. You know, a proper birthday present and a proper Christmas present.
You should say you have two birthdays anyways. Like if you go with the English calendar and go with the Chinese calendar, it's different.
The only difference between the Chinese and it's just 1 year older. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, but you have.
Like you're just 1 year older.
But it's based on based on your birthday and times and stuff. There's actually a different. It's actually on a different
My understanding was
well.
when you pop out, instead of being 0 months and 0 days and 0 hours, you actually come out as 1 year old, as one.
That is. I know the 1 year thing. 1 year older.
Oh, but is there actually?
There's also a different timing.
What
as well. Yeah.
Mum, sort me out. Have you just skanked me like? Yeah, basically 30 plus years of birthday. Where's my double present, yo? Jesus,
different
like
days of
like
months.
Are we talking like similar in timing or?
I don't know, but I'm definitely sure there's two different.
Somewhere somehow,
yeah.
my parents are coming over in the next towards the end of the month. Yeah, I'll be like, Mum, what's happened with that? And then where's the present?
What's my Chinese birth date?
Absolutely. Yeah. And there you go, Devon, right in the middle. He loves it. Very, very nice. Madeira Rios in the house. There you go. Kimberly says, Mum knows what's up. Her birthday was on the 27th of December. Her birthday always got lumped in with Christmas, and she hated it growing up. I told you, Chocks.
So
awful.
Did the thing finish downloading? This was it.
Well, I mean, it just came back. I just sort of like closed it.
Oh, okay.
So, it's a holiday here today. I know you wouldn't believe it because we're here working, right? But it was a holiday here today in Hong Kong and in China, and it's called Qingmingjie, also known as Tomb Sweeping Day. In Canto, it is
Qingming.
Right. Okay. So it sounds like the same.
Yeah.
And what you do is you go up some mountain, you go, "Yo, ancestors," or
pay your respects.
Yeah. And all that good stuff. So what did I do? I went to see Shazam, and the Shazam has just come out. I'm not going to give you any spoilers, really. I don't know what is in there at all. I don't know how much of a spoiler this.
Just say you enjoyed it or not.
No, it's not about that. It's just that I had a conversation with, with Harvey about it afterwards, and maybe I can slightly modify this conversation. It wasn't. Maybe I'll try it like this, okay? So take away the word Shazam, right, and just pretend I'm saying Full Metal Alchemist, right? Okay. And we were talking about the fact that there are 7 deadly sins in there, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And obviously, do you know what the 7 deadly sins are?
I don't know.
All right. So the first one is wrath.
Mm-hmm.
Right. The second one is greed.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, maybe if you remember 7 from the OG from the film, right? So what I said, wrath. Yeah. So you're angry, greed. Obviously, greedy. Sloth is you're so lazy. Mm-hmm. You have gluttony. I know a bit of that. Mm-hmm. When I had my popcorn this morning, I was a bit of that. And then there is lust.
Yep.
Then there is pride. Did I say that yet?
No, you haven't.
And the last one is envy.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
those are the 7 deadly sins. Okay, so I was explaining to Harvey about a murder, right? Those are just regular sins. Well, they're just regular sins, right? I was talking to him about like understanding, like he didn't know what each one meant, right? So I go, all right, so let me try to explain this better to you. Let's say someone goes along and like murders someone for their money, right? And I go, why did he murder them? What reason what sin made him murder that person for their money? And he went, wrath, to be angry. So no, he's not angry with that person. He doesn't even know the person. Why can he be angry with them? And he goes, envy, because he wants their money. I said, well, not really. Let's say it's like just some guy who's I don't know, poor, or you're not envious of the person, right? But you just want their money. That's what you care about. So I explained, it's more about greed is the reason. Of course, there might be a multitude of reasons for the sins, right? And I go, it's greed. And he goes, okay, I'm getting there. Okay, so let's say you have a horrible boss. Don't get any ideas, right? And you murder him. I said, don't get any ideas, right? Okay. Why would you murder the horrible boss? And he was thinking about it. Because you're angry. I said, okay, so angry, what's that? That's wrath. He said, okay, yeah, I get it. So I said, okay, imagine about this, right? You want to with a lady, right? Okay. And she's having none of it.
Right.
And basically you murder her. Right? Why did that happen? He goes, love. I said, no, Harvey, lust. Oh, yeah, right, Daddy.
Close enough. Close enough. Yeah, close enough.
I murdered her for love. It's not quite the same. He's 8, by the way. But it is but in terms of the Shazam, it's nice. I don't know if how are you feeling with a Superman and the superhero kind of genre at this stage? Are you superheroed out? Are you still up for it? Are you still actively watching most films that are in the cinema?
Yes.
Or you sort of
definitely.
Yeah?
I've looking forward to Endgame. Avengers. Yeah.
Okay. So it was quite nice because it's kind of like, Harvey hasn't really seen any of those really growing up. He's only 8 really. I mean, the first one I took him to see was Infinity War, right? And
what about showing him some of the classic cartoons, like hero cartoons, like the X-Men and the Spider-Man and all that stuff?
He watched a little bit of that.
Then maybe he can appreciate the stuff that's like shown as cartoon rather than the serious stuff on the screen.
I mean,
it's like watching anime and manga. Try different genres.
I know. Might be feeling a little bit.
Too much for him.
Well, for him though, it's because he hasn't grown up with any of it yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it's probably a good start for him.
Yeah.
Like Shazam would
it's
be
like
a good
watching.
start
It's
for
like
him,
Turtles, right? Ninja Turtles or turtle heroes,
right?
Whatever, yeah. So, like watching a cartoon version and also watching a movie version.
Right. Oh, Spider-Verse is for everyone is fantastic. That's another one example. So it's definitely something that I think we enjoyed together.
Oh, so it's out of all the different films you both went to see, he likes these ones?
No, he was really scared of this one. He was really scared. I said to him before, he's been quite. I think the first film I ever took him to see was the Jungle Book, the live-action Jungle Book, and he spent most of the time facing the chair. Then he did that way. He was like, you bring out the talking snake. He was like, "Fuck this." Right? And that was about 3 years ago, I would say. Yeah. And he's slightly gotten better. I've seen him. We went to see Isle of Dogs. We went to see. What else did we see?
I remember him watching films on the plane. On the way to
yeah, but that'll be like things like Up and stuff, or it will be like Wreck-It Ralph or something like that.
Right.
So that's obviously that's fine, and he liked Pacific Rim. He said he doesn't mind about the kaijus. I don't think he likes. Cool. He doesn't like human fighting and human kind of monsters. Like kaijus, like whatever, right? Because it's so massive, and he kind of thinks that it's not.
Yeah.
But there was one scene in the beginning of where there's some like army men come along and like.
So he might like something like Godzilla. Right?
Yeah, for sure. I think he likes that sort of stuff, right? And he likes big robots and stuff like that. So, real steel, all that sort of stuff. He'll love all of that, right? So when I said to him, "Okay, come on, Harvey, off today. It's no school today. Let's go watch a film." And he goes, "What are we gonna watch, Daddy? Captain Marvel?" I was like, "No. I'll tell you." He goes, "It's not scary." He said, "Daddy, no." I said, "No." There's only this one scene where this guy rips out a beating heart, and then he stuffs it down his throat. There's only one scene like that. And he went, Daddy, I can't watch watch it. I said, I'm only kidding, mate. Don't worry about it. It's just like a superhero thing, and it's like coming of age. You know, there was some scenes that was kind of like the ripping out the heart thing, and he went batshit crazy. He had like he spent most of the time whenever he knew the bad guy was on the screen, like that.
But what about the reaction from the crowd? Were there any other kids?
The crowd?
Yeah.
What crowd? They were all paying respects.
There was nobody else in
There was like no one in the
Really?
IMAX.
Oh wow.
Maybe 30
What time
people.
did you go
top.
though?
9:10.
That's early.
Yeah, I know it is, and I
No
said
one
people are
watches
paying
film.
their respects, innit? Disrespectful here. Absolutely. Is it going to be a live action Gundam? I'll be able to love that, I reckon. Just generally massive robots and stuff smashing it out. So what did you do with your time today then? Sleep.
Stayed at home, chilled.
Chilled.
Yeah.
Chilled.
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 Chilled, and then just when the time is right, came out, and it's gone really quick today though.
Aye.
It's gone really quick.
It has. Morning, Tori. Nice one, Philip. How did your meeting go?
What meeting?
You had a super important meeting.
Really?
Yeah.
That important?
Jake says Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man movie by me. I remember
that bit when he was dancing in the bar. Yeah, that's the best scene.
I'm not sure if it's true or not. I think I might have looked this up. I can't remember it for sure unless I dreamt it. But you know, apparently when the original Spider-Man came out,
the movie,
the first Tobey Maguire one,
Yeah.
they did a scenario where like the robbers got into a helicopter and then they flew away, but they got caught in a massive web between the Twin Towers.
Right.
And then whoopsie, like 9/11 fucking hit. And I think that they deleted that scene, or they deleted that trailer, or something.
Right.
Is there some sort of urban myth, or did that actually happen? Let me know in the comments.
It's got to be on a Blu-ray or anything like that, uncut version.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm sure people will know that. So I think it's time to kick off the notices, and then we can kick on to the weekend review. They deleted that scene. It did happen.
Zero.
What is up, Andrew? Huh?
I went down to 0.
Why is that?
That's kind of weird.
Usually it's sending that data.
Usually it's the other.
It's
Oh,
one
there's
like
an
that.
upgrade button there. Don't click on it though. Don't upgrade it. Don't upgrade.
Yeah, why is that on
Don't
0?
upgrade anything until after the stream.
Yeah, why is that on 0?
Where we're looking at?
This online thing.
I know, but where can you see it's 0? Oh, there.
Yeah, that's what it's pulling from.
Yeah.
What's the upgrade do? I pushed the button. Oh shit!
Don't do that.
Upgrade? No, it's just telling me upgrade my body. Jesus Christ.
Don't pay for it.
Jesus.
Hold on. This stream's going on, is it?
Are we still there? I think we should still be there at least. I don't know why this one is. Hopefully it'll come back in.
Kimberly, Lilo and Stitch had a scene with a plane that was removed after 9/11. Yeah, during that time there was quite a lot of stuff removed. Even I remember, I guess it's a sensitive thing, but back then there was like Flight Simulator that was really a very popular game made by Microsoft.
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
what it's called,
because of that, because they would use that to train. They use
Really?
they use that as a training tool.
Are you kidding me? Is it that good?
Yeah. So
That's bonkers.
yeah, I don't think they make that game anymore.
Oh, of course they must do. It's like, how long ago now?
A long time ago.
18 years ago.
Yeah, there was a good game. There's another good flight simulator called Flight Unlimited. That was quite a good game.
That's Looking Glass, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Nice. Alright then, Chocks. Cheers, mate. Let's get that Red Bull thing sorted out.
Yeah, all right, cool. Got fridge and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sort us out with a fridge, Red Bull.
Yeah.
All right then. Ready? Notices.
Aye.
Okay, guys. Mario and Yoshi. Pre-orders are open until 19th of April. So, yeah, we are in the month of April right now. So today's the 5th.
Aye.
All right, Sonic Boom 8. Series, what is it, Volume 5 and 6, the combo pack 3.
Alright.
Yeah, pre-orders are open until 3rd of May. So make sure you jump on that. And I believe the combo 1 and 2 are up for pre-order as well. So if you want to start collecting that line, make sure you jump on those, those products and place your pre-order. Torch. The rings and the ring and the t-shirts. They're up on pre-order until 9th of May. No FOF shirts this week, unfortunately. Other pre-orders that are still available: Snake SD, Meta Ridley, Mimic, Shovel Knight Player 2, Phoenix Wright, Alphonse, Spyro PVC, Psycho Mantis, Warpstar Kirby, and Guts.
Guts, I think, will be closing pretty soon. You know, casting has started on that.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, cool. We'll once the time is ready for that, we'll do a last.
But I thought Spyro PVC is already on waitlist.
Yeah, but last week.
Did they reopen it?
We say why was it on waitlist?
Did we discuss that?
I did mention it to the team. Spyro. Yeah, so it's
waitlist.
on waitlist. I'll make another note.
Full of notes. Notes this, notes that. Okay, we can review then.
Ooh, yes. Alright guys, so on Monday we did the Sonic art print. We brought that back from Emerald City Comic Con, courtesy from Tyson Hesse. I'm just going to call him Hesse until someone corrects me. So Tyson Hesse.
Can we get it right, please?
I don't know how to pronounce that.
Guys, find out, please.
Yeah, find out. Is it Tyson Hesse? But I know it's Tyson, so I just call him Tyson. I don't call him the full name. So Tyson, thank you very much for the signature. You know, for the art print for the club. It was great to meet you in person.
Keto friendly.
Yeah, let's stay in contact. Reply to my email, please. Yeah, so the giveaway has ended today. So over the weekend, maybe Monday, we'll choose a winner and we'll make the announcements, etc., etc. So congrats. Yeah, so got to get.
Yeah, it's a lovely art print.
Yeah,
I look forward to seeing
it. Yeah, it looks
that.
really nice and shiny. So
when are we choosing the winner?
When?
Yeah,
probably on Monday when everyone's back. Yeah,
right, cool.
Yeah, when everyone's back. So yeah, look forward to hitting up Tyson again, and hopefully we have some more giveaways down the road. So much appreciate everyone for entering. I've seen some of the comments on the main page and in the club, and yeah, it seems like you guys are a big fan of Tyson and his work. So hopefully you guys follow his Twitter, Instagram, etc. So
yep.
yeah, support the guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. Hold on one second. I've just got a word. Hold on.
What?
Yeah. 现在?
What?
No, sorry, I'm just. 现在吧? Oh, 好的，我明白了啊，我知道了。Sorry, I just I've got an earpiece. It's new for this week. Starting from this week, the Chuns have given me this earpiece. What? 什么? 现在? Okay. They just said to me basically, they want Friday Q&As to be actually done in Mandarin. So just want to say, 大家好，欢迎你参加 Friday Q&A 跟 Chun 还有 Chun 的113 Practice your Mandarin because it's all going to go Chinese. Now that, hands up if you were fooled by that April Fool. I mean, there was some that, despite the fact that the very first comments in there was like, haha, April Fools, still, I don't understand. How can you write a text, Chocks, saying like, oh my god, I can't believe you're selling the company, you've sold the company, and you know the OCC is being closed. How can you type that but not see above it, directly above it, is something like April Fools, is what I would have sold. And so just to recap, in case you missed it, April Fool's joke this year was the fact that I was like, yeah, you know, Chinese factory that I've been working with for a long time has said that they want to buy us, and it's now being sold. It's going to be completed in 6 months, and I would stay on as a consultant. But basically, the OCC was going to close down within 2 weeks, and to say your goodbyes and hope that those friendships would be cemented for forever friends, Chocks.
Yeah.
Now,
Forever friends.
forever friends.
Forever friends.
Forever friends. And
Well,
I gotta be honest with you, I was pretty surprised at how there was quite a number. I think the vast majority knew it was an April Fool's, but at least, no, in fact, I think a lot of people were fooled for the first part, and then they read the comments, and then they went, you got me, right? Or I was gonna be sad, and then I realized it was an April Fool's. Now, I know people are like, oh, it's the 31st where it was, and I usually do that because I catch them off guard, and you best be clear. Next time I'm going to go with who's the first person on this earth, Papua New Guinea, yeah? They're the first people that get the first time zone, yeah? Papua New Guinea is April Fool's, is game on, and just to let you know, keep your eyes and wits about you. It's not all about where you are, this is an international community, so international, right? So, a lot of people were fooled, I feel, but then they weren't fooled once they read the comments. But then there were actually people who were fooled, and then they wrote in the comments and it was clear that they were still fooled. And there were some people even talking about cancellations and
all those cancellations. I hate this company, blah blah blah. I'm never going to trust you guys.
Right.
This is it. I'm out the club. Cancelling all my pre-orders.
Cancelling all my pre-orders. Now I did ask John, did we have a spike in cancellations that particular day? And there wasn't anything more than usual, but maybe that might have been, I'm not sure is the answer to that. I don't believe there was. But what was quite clear, Chocks, is it would be clear that, and it's quite interesting to me, Chocks, you know, this company has been going around since 2003, circa whatever date, because I have no idea when it was set up, right? And
find that out.
Find that out. There should be a day that we celebrate, right? And then we celebrate and we go like, right, everybody, 10,000 free points or what? Yeah, all that sort of good stuff. All that sort of good stuff. And I got a. Was there a Papa Davis reaction though?
No, you.
JC. I don't think there was. Was there?
Just mentioned it.
Oh, right. The fact that yeah. So I just mentioned it. Yeah. So I don't know if he actually wrote in the club or not. So
don't think so.
No, I don't think he did. So we've been going, and you know the story goes very, very quickly. You know, set up in 2003. Blah 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 blah. I mean, there was no social media back then. 2008. I set up Gaming Heads along with another partner. That was when First of Figures was going through a tough time, but First of Figures made it through, and it's gone from strength to strength, etc., etc. Good, good sort of good things have come since then. But what it did mean that with regards to Gaming Heads, I was there from 2008 to 2016, and it meant that when I knew I was leaving Gaming Heads, it meant that all of a sudden I could be like, "Hello, it's me." And I can say, this is the face behind First of Figures, this is a little bit about me, and of course it's then, as we all know, has progressed since then, and it's all very cool, etc., all that good stuff. However, there was no knowledge of who First of Figures was sort of in the general public. First of Figures was always just a corporate, sort of faceless kind of company, until we open up that club, Chocks. And if the club didn't exist, if I stepped down, would that really make that much difference? I think that answered the question. I felt quite a lot of people felt quite passionate about that, and I was quite surprised about that, you know, in a nice way. As a consumer though, Chocks, taking yourself out of the company, you bought yourself a Metal Sonic, and you've followed that there is the face of the company, right? He's like, laters, yo. Or it's in the middle of being sold or something like that. Would that make you... Maybe if you're a player, maybe you might feel like, hey, I've been through this before and it wasn't happy endings, or... You know, you would almost like relate your own experiences from other situations to this one, and then come up with your own conclusions, I guess. It's kind of a hard one, though.
It really depends. I mean, some people might be really invested in said company, and you know, it's like, oh, they're a big fan of this boy band or whatever it is, and then they split up, and then they'll be like, oh, who do I follow, or should I even give up with the whole music scene or whatever it is. But some people are like, okay, companies come and go, I would start collecting something else from somewhere else. I want to make sure I get my money back on my product, or at least, because a lot of people have that concern. They look at it, oh shit, it's an investment, or I've put time and effort into this line. What happens next? I want to make sure I get my money back. Well, you know, like, sometimes you get people that have loyalty, but then again you get people that don't. They just buy into the line and not into the company. And
sure,
that's fair play.
I think most people buy into the into the line and not the company. I would think that most people do that, right? And it was quite.
I mean, like,
it was quite interesting to see those comments about, oh, if that was true, I'm leaving, or I'm cancelling all my, you know, and that was quite interesting to read, to be honest with you. To be honest with you, that was quite an interesting thing for me to sort of see. And, well, I can tell you that the Chuns are not taking over anytime soon. You would have seen 12 hours into it when people were getting a little bit like, is this a joke? You know, blah, blah, blah. What I did was I actually let you guys know, and it was really funny because 1 a.m. in the morning, I get my mate Mark, right? He WhatsApps me, he goes, you know, oh my God, what is this? Oh my God, how did this happen? Is it enough to retire on? What are you going to do with your number ones? Are you allowed to keep them? That's the more important question. What's going to happen to your number ones? And then,
yeah.
And then there's the realization. And then there's a realization in the same minute that goes, because he clearly then read the news, and then he must have then looked at the comments as he's writing to me, and then he's like, oh my God. It's something like April Fools, what a dick. I hope I woke you up, because he's writing me at 1 a.m. So I really like that. But of course, my dad, the next day, he gives me a call and goes, Alex, what's this all about? What's going on? How can you keep it a secret for so long? And he was totally like convinced as well. And I was like,
seen the other guys in the office.
Oh, so tell me what happened with that. Because Phil, right?
Oh my God, guys. Well, go. You
so I don't actually know about this, so I like to hear this, right?
Yeah.
So Phil came in the morning. I said, oh, by the way, did you see in the club? And he goes, yeah. I found out about it because...
You asked him?
No, yeah, I asked him, had he seen that, right? He just comes in, right? This is the only conversation I've ever had with anybody about this in the office, right?
Right.
And came into the office. I spoke to Phil. I said, you know, whatever it was, something customer service. I go, by the way, did you know I did this... Did you see the post I did of the April Fool's thing? And he goes, I only found out about it because Charles contacted him to go, what on earth is going on here? Like, absolutely convinced that I'd sold the company. And he's like, first of all, like, hello, Charles, you are our fucking production manager. Do you know a company called Link fucking Group Corporation? Because I don't fucking know someone. Yeah. Do you know someone there?
Yeah, the other guys were like sending in the group chat saying, what's going on, Chocks? Like, you know, is this real, legit, whatever it is? Because like sometimes.
So, first of all, I need to pull it back. What is this group chat that I don't have access to?
First of all, like,
why am I not part of this group chat?
You know the reason.
How can we talk about you behind your back?
I'm sure everyone knows why there's always a group chat behind the scenes, but your boss is not in there. I'm sure everyone has one of those group chats. But anyway, so April Fools isn't kind of like worldwide thing.
It's not really, yeah.
Yeah. In Hong Kong.
A little bit, but not.
Some do play that particular thing, but some of them don't.
Right.
And then sometimes it's hard to, like, culture-wise, sometimes really hard to gauge whether it's something serious or not because of the language barrier or whatever it is. Yeah.
Basically, you've got a Guaylo boss, and they don't know how to take it.
Yeah. So basically, the guys were saying, "Is this real? Is this serious?" and all that stuff. And I'm like,
do you even know what they're talking about at this stage? I mean, when did you seen the news? Like, had you?
I know you posted that in the morning because, like, when you went to bed, I was waking up. You posted about 4 or 5 in the morning, and I was
No, I posted it not 4 or 5 in the morning. I posted it exactly.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. At 12 o'clock.
Yeah, but you went to bed about 4 or 5.
Yeah, because I was loving it.
But I was getting up about 4 or 5.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so I saw that.
Okay, so at this stage you're getting no messages from
Of course, those guys were in bed.
Right.
Because I'm already up, right?
Right.
So, on the way to work, etc. Then start getting the messages, whether it's serious and I says, no, it's not. And then, like, the guys were still, by the time I got back to the office, the guys were still talking about it. And I'm like, for fuck's sake, guys, if we were to sell, wouldn't we have a conversation internally first before that shit goes out to public?
So
I was like, I ain't got time for this bullshit, right? I was like,
well, you clearly got time to write a bullshit fucking free fucking shipping.
No.
You got time for that now.
Well, to keep on. Well, you started off the joke, right?
No,
I
know. But
and like guys were like, some guys were like, oh yeah, it's a joke, and then some guys were getting all serious. I was like, hey, I gotta might as well play along with it. So,
what you mean internally here?
No, not internally.
No,
in the club.
I know.
In the club, might as well play along in it. And this is where the second post came along. And
Was there anybody in this internal chat? Can you give me access to the internal chat where they're like, right, I'm out of here then. I ain't gonna be working for some Chinese overlords. I'm out of here. Was any of that sort of comments in there?
No.
Because they couldn't give a fuck about me though. Right, yeah. Wait, was there any celebration that I was going?
What?
Was there any celebration that I was going? Should I say that bit or should I not?
Nah, I wonder what. What if it was to happen? I guess.
Well, thought that it was
I guess any employee would think, well, it's time to bounce, or what are these new bosses are like?
Right.
Yeah, I guess it's just natural.
Was there anybody saying, right, I'm bouncing if he's leaving? Or I'm happy that he's leaving. That's the two things I give a shit about. Like, yes.
Yeah, no.
Basically, what happens in company group chat
stays
a group chat. I know Justin. He's like totally he's like procrastinating and not responding to that. He's thinking about, should I, shouldn't I say?
That's keep on throwing oil in the fire.
So, I found that really quite.
What?
I quite enjoyed that one.
So guys, who came on the stream tonight for free shipping?
Oh, that's right. So what did you post? You said
I totally forgot what I posted. I made a hey guys. I'm sure you have a lot of questions
about the trends.
Is this a joke? Is everyone happy to see the new Chen and blah 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 blah? And then guys, if you've got any questions, make sure to leave the questions in the post because we're gonna restart this whole Chen and Chen Q&A with Chen and Chen #1.
Right.
And as a gesture, because of the new transition,
we're gonna give you
free shopping, free shipping for any particular item in your choice, of your choice in your order.
And then also, was like, I love the Chuns. Alicia says, what? I think people like both of you and Alex and Chocks because you appreciate us, which we do, and we take our time, we take opinions into consideration. I spoke to the Chuns and they told me that they would really appreciate your opinions as well, just as much as we do, as long as you say your opinions in Mandarin, because they can't understand it otherwise.
That's right, Liam. Free shipping to the moon.
And of course, another one, of course, was the Chuns being so nice, were offering a discounted introductory offer because they were the OG factory that made Wolflink and Midna. Yeah. Boom, $250.
And they can if they really wanted to, because
because they're the factory, right?
They're the factory. They can set whatever price they want.
Brilliant. I gotta say, thoroughly enjoyed that. I've already got some things cooking for next year. Some good stuff going on over there, and I look forward to seeing you in another year's time.
I like it. I mean, there's been some good April Fool's stuff from other companies out there, like some of the toy and figure industry. I saw
some life-size ones.
Yeah, I've seen even Cup Noodle had like new headphones coming out with Cup Noodles.
Yeah, that was good.
Which is quite good because I believe one particular company out there, they post something product related on April Fools, and if it becomes super popular, they actually went ahead and made the item.
Yeah, right. I think Geek's got a habit of doing that as well, which is quite cool. Yeah. Hey James. He says, I think you forget it's the internet. The internet generally doesn't read the whole thing and it only focuses on the negative side of the post. Well, the negative side of the post, i.e. the club is closing, was right at the bottom.
Yeah, people just like to see others burn. So many negativity.
So much negativity,
yeah.
I think it's something that I think there's a lot of that has been.
I'll tell you what, it wasn't just that. I mean, the previous week, about the CS post,
right?
That generated a ton of comments, right? God knows how many, 600, 700 comments or whatever it is, yeah. And then because it's like a week later with the April Fool's thing, that was also another post that generated a ton of comments. And I guess the guys in the office were like, they're not very often in the club,
right?
But those two particular posts was kind of like part of the topic that was discussed in the office.
In the office, generally, or the office chat.
It's like, this guy's got too much time on his hand.
What have I... what have I got to do?
Where's my approval? Where's this stuff got to get
What
done?
have I got to do to get in on that? Now, my question is, where does Kanako sit in this conversation? She's not...
Oh.
She's not a shareholder.
Okay.
She's not, you know... She's not, you know, a director.
Uh-huh.
She's no one's immediate boss.
Right.
Can she get in on that chat? You said it was an employee chat. Can she get in on that?
Oh, it's too... That's borderline there.
I feel like there needs to be
Let
a
me
spy
ask the
there.
other guys. Let me ask the other guys.
But like sweet talking, hey, Kanako. So what were they saying? Sorry, Alex. What happens in that chat stays in that chat. But come on, Jackie, tell me. Like, sorry, Alex. I'll be sworn to secrecy. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Right, no fifth baby for you. Indeed. A lot of fun, interesting oversight into what makes the company, you know, what makes the club tick. Thanks for the responses. I had a laugh. Hope you guys had a laugh when you could see it. And of course, 500 reward points were given 24 hours. Make sure you got those. Yes, I did. 24 hours. 1.1k took advantage of that.
Wow.
1.1k took advantage of that. I feel like I shouldn't be making more April Fool's jokes because it costs us.
Wow.
It cost us dollar. But Alex Davis, I was so traumatized that I think you should guarantee me a blue shovel night to make up for the emotional trauma.
Good luck, Liam.
In all truth and all honesty, have you guys made any friends from the OCC? That you've met in the OCC, the original person that you met them here. Sure, you might have gone, oh yeah, okay, I've seen you now in the OCC, and now I'm seeing you somewhere else outside the OCC. Have you found anybody like that? If so, you know, even if we were to shut the club tomorrow,
are you still in the club?
You know, if so, and we were to shut the club today, right this second, you know, some things go past the club, it goes on beyond the club, and that is something that will transcend it, should it ever close. It's whatever it is.
You know, people meeting outside the club in real life as well, right?
Meeting outside the club, in real life, all that sort of stuff. Jake says he's made a bunch. That's great. Justina says no. JC says heck yeah. That's awesome. Liam says except from CHOCKS, nope.
What? I don't have any friends.
Marcus goes the other way. He says no, but I see a lot of people I don't want to be friends with.
Yeah, have you actually lost any friends as well? That's the flip side of it.
More enemies than friends, but yeah, some good friends. I like it.
That's true though. You probably, I think once you meet friends, you make new friends, but at the same time you probably realize that.
Well, that's whenever you go into a room full of people, you're going to have differing opinions, and you know, of course, with the groups being so large as it is now, of course, things have changed. You know, it's not the same intimacies that you had at the 5K. OG is like, oh, I loved it when it was 5,000. It was so nice. We could talk about whatever we wanted. I appreciate that. We could be as negative as we wanted, or as and things unfortunately changed. 'Tis the way of the land. But one thing has not changed, CHOCKS, and that is this stream. We keep doing it. We keep listening. That's never changed. All throughout 1,000 people joining the club. 5, 10, 15, 60,000. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. We listen. We take
Have
feedback.
you guys changed though? I mean, you've seen us go through changes for the past 3 years. Has the club and meeting people and interacting, has that changed you as a person? Have you recognized your own pros and cons about yourselves?
Have you been muted?
Yeah. Have you become a better person? In fact, have you become worse? Have you become since collecting in the scene? Actually, since a lot of guys who are like gamers or like they never collected products before. Has collecting become an addiction? Have you become more picky? Have you become more, you know, like appreciate between collector's editions and statues and PVCs?
More educated in the scene.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
If you want drama, which is better, Sony or Nintendo? MAD.
He's obsessed.
He's obsessed.
Yeah, we can tell you're obsessed with Darksiders.
Absolutely. So, you know, I love the club. I love it. And I would be so sad if they all moved to Weixin and WeChat and
TikTok.
And even my dad was like, "But Alex, it's so well written." He's like, "Clearly, I thought you haven't written anything since university days." I said, "You know, you're right, Dad, but."
So there's some of the comments. Yep, I feel like it's an addiction from Chris. Martin JP, I've become a lot more poorer. Nah, you'll be fine. You and your weekend jobs, bring in the money. Jason, yep, it's gotten better. You guys are the most open company when it comes to statues. Honest when things are or not coming out, and take people's recommendations when the statue needs to be changed. Yep.
Thanks, Jason. I appreciate that. You know, but a lot of people, as I said, one of the things that the beat asked, what would you like people to know about us? That's the kind of the thing that actually, the fact that we're how do I say it, transparent to a fault sometimes when people take it for granted, with the expectation that everyone's like that, but it's not quite the case. And when we do listen, but it gets to the point where it's an entitlement, there can be go both ways. But, you know, I'm very, very happy with the balance of listening, and every now and then we have to make hard decisions of what it is. I know, you know, it was quite a diversive topic about the CS things a couple of weeks ago and not posting all that sort of stuff. So it's quite
See, like Neil D says, I don't care really, just make statues that are cool. I can understand from his point of view, because
he's an OG baller, right?
But the thing is, you collect so many different things from so many different companies. You know, we come and go in your probably in your. I'm just assuming, right? In your point of view. So, you know,
but there are some people who only buy FRF stuff, for example, and that's all they really know.
Yeah. Because who knows? There could be another FRF one day or whatever it is. Like, the market is always growing with new people in the game. I
mean, the Chuns did say that I had a 3-year non-complete. After that, would be first 5 figures. Thanks, Jason. Yeah, you know, entitlement versus taking recommendations and sticking to guns is definitely something that is a fine balance, and I feel it's been navigated pretty well by us, and it's something that is almost like a fine dance, a bit of a temporary understanding. And the only way that you can do that is if you invest enough time as Chockles and I do, and Peggy, of course, in the club to better feel and understand the gauging of the temperature of that. You can only do that by putting in the hard time. Alrighty. Enough April Fools. That's so 5 days ago, Chocks. So, Paolo, if you haven't seen, I dropped a teaser top of Dracula. Big Daddy Vamps did that in the clothing. That was a sneak peek this week. What else did we do? A shit ton of video production videos. Now, one of the things is that we said is, you know, the whole idea of that CS thing. Someone was like, hey, you know what? The group is now no longer about the community. It's more like an advertising platform for first figures. And whilst I don't really want to say it's a pretty much like a label like that, I really set out what I want this club to have, to shape it in that way. And the way that it is going to be, we'll reiterate this every single time, and that is about people's latest pre-orders that they receive or that they place their pre-orders on, feedback on pre-orders, good, bad, how can we improve it? That will never change, right? Then it will be about, you know, writing the fans, feedback, feeding frenzies, and production videos, and you know, obviously people's posts, I think some other stuff, competitions, whatever it would be. That is what I want this to be. And people were like, oh, but you can just use the main page for that. Well, no, you can't, because the main page is supposed to be specifically about a launch, and then we focus that on the launch. If you were to update that main page, because one post goes down and one post, you would never be able to have the main information at the top, and the stuff that counts. And also, Chocks, you wouldn't be able to do things like run polls. Like, hey, one of the ones that I did this week was, is there something in MHA that we need to be looking into prop-wise? Of which I did an open poll. Good luck trying to do one of those on the main page. So, would you say that the club is about that mainly? I would say, yeah. Is it all about a free-for-all in the community just to get involved in doing with each other, you know, however they wish to do? The answer is no, it's not. It's a tailored experience for the way that we want to communicate, and, you know, for that. So is that a purely advertising thing? I wouldn't say that's the case. I say it's something that allows for you to follow what we're doing, if you so choose. If you're not interested in that, you know, there are plenty of other community-based groups out there that you can do. In fact, no one talks about us in those groups, so go over there and talk about us in those groups, because no one talks about us in there anyways. So if you want to have sort of general kind of talk, you can go and have those in general stashing, collecting things. The experience that we're trying to tailor is what I just said. So part of the reason why I posted so much today, you know, this week, with regards to, you know, some of the behind the scenes stuff, is because that is part of the experience I want to give you guys, and that is what is happening with your latest product. Even if it's not your latest product, maybe you might be just finding it interesting to see, you know, all the spikes, all the Ornsteins, whatever it may be. And that's why I've been posting quite a lot of stuff. And as I take away things like, you know, the customer service things, not that it's pretty a bad thing to take away, but as I take away some of the ability of the club to generate their own posts, I have to, when there's a deficit of stuff that's being posted, I have to generate the activity by giving more content, and that's the reason why we're seeing it like that. Nana say hates that the King of the Ring is on the main page. I love it because it screws your algorithms. Yeah, TikTok, Nana. I promise you, the Chuns are going to sort that out. Don't you worry, mate. Don't you worry. Of course, they are running the factory, so there's going to be the Adele challenge on every single product that we do. Is that pinned in the group?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, is it?
No, that's just the Q&A for it.
No, I just generally, is it pinned in the group at the top?
Yeah, the streamers, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like last week it was.
No, it is.
Okay, alright.
Oh, let me ask I asked in the group, guys, can you see the pinned post on? It is in the group. Pinned.
Absolutely. So, some of the updates I've been doing are, let's go through them. Spyro PVC. Isla Spyro Pig. That's totally not Isla Spyro Pig. Does he mean, no, Sonic TX. Isla Spyro Pig.
I added that at the end.
Yeah.
He gave me that, like, this morning.
I don't know why it says Isla Spyro Pig. Did I do that?
Did you do that?
I don't recall.
Yeah, you did.
What?
You shown two Spyros. They have no eyes on them. You're shown two Spyros.
Oh, right, Spyro 2
Yeah.
PVC. That's what we're talking about. They weren't eyeless, they just weren't painted, yeah. So that was alright. If you haven't seen it, Ripto's Rage, Gateway to Glimmer, number 2, Spyro, PVC is in the works. I showed a picture of that in there being painted. It kind of got this horror look to it. It's kind of like a dark, it says, are you looking at me? Kind of like looking like that. And it looks really, really kind of like intimidating. But in the picture, in the actual video, sorry, in the actual cover, it's like no nonsense. It's a no nonsense picture in terms of the face. And if you compare it to our Spyro PVC from the Reignited, where he's very smiley, well, you get to see it like that, because obviously he's smiling and all that good stuff. It's a very different kind of style. So I also did a video of the assembly line from the Spyro PVC to date. If you haven't checked that out, go ahead and check it out. We have the Shovel Knight production diary. I posted that. I think last week I did. The week before that I did the Aku Akus, and then I posted the Shovel Knights.
Yeah. The ones
so if you guys haven't tried it, and so it's
the ones that you recorded a long time ago, yeah.
Yeah, that's right, and it's the ones that I'm narrating. So there's a difference between the ones when the factory QCs are just sending me stuff, and that's what I'm posting. 30-second videos, 1-minute videos, those sort of things. I'm not narrating it; it's just showing you behind the scenes. And then the ones that I actually narrate and I bring them up and I show you at those different signs at different times. If you haven't checked it out, it was a pre-production sample was for Shovel Knight and the ornate plate version of that as well. So make sure you go and check that out if that is something that is on your list. And I did a few pictures of a few videos of just it behind the scenes, not narrating, but just something that the factory had sent us. A few more of those, of course, with Bowser shell painting, Lego or Bowser spike piece. What would you rather step on, Chocks?
None of them.
Well, there you go. Just wear shoes, right?
It was weird, Facebook, because I believe one of your pictures that you posted had no reaction to it or any comments to it. It was really weird.
Which one?
It was the Bowser one. Your shell painting one was actual video, right?
Right.
But there was a picture.
Is you sure that I posted it?
Yeah.
You sure I posted it?
Definitely.
Because there was a couple of people who posted a picture of it, like Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah. You know Full Metal Jacket? It's the cover of that. That's like the...
No, not that one. Not that one.
There's another one who said like the picture of, I think it was Patrick Bear who did a picture of the, like two people did different ones of that, and they were posting if it was, what did Patrick do? He said it was like he just wants to have the shuttle itself. Now just type in Bowser. Most recent. That one?
That one.
Yeah, it's him. It's at 36 comments. Is that the one you meant?
No.
Then maybe it was the Full Metal Jacket one then.
It was definitely a Bowser. Additional image. This one, wasn't it?
Well, it's got 84 comments. Maybe if you click the actual picture, maybe that's what you did, because I added that.
Yeah, it was this one. Yeah, it was this one.
Oh, well, there's 29 comments on it.
Yeah, this one. Because on Facebook it came up
as a standalone,
as
yeah?
a standalone, so this
right.
one have many.
I didn't even click on the pictures, because you can see more comments on that.
Yeah, there's more comments on that. Wasn't it? Maybe post it separately.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, because I added it to it. That's interesting.
Because there was like a lot of people.
What's up, Uncle Scabs?
There was a lot more reaction on the main one, but not the picture itself.
Right. Cool. So yeah, a lot of Bowser stuff. Ornstein, anyone need a Dragon Slayer? That's marching ahead. That's looking really good. Spike, Cowboy Bebop, if you haven't had a chance to check that out. He is deep in production as well, which is good because, you know, Jet Black will be coming sooner rather than later. I had really wanted Jet Black to go after Spike was in hands, but it's really close to the end. It won't be in people's hands. Possibly maybe Australia. I doubt it though, right? Then, if you consider that, I've been working really hard on Faye and L9, and that's really coming together. You know, Faye has dogged me for a long time on the poses. I asked the club. Went with none of them. Wasn't happy with any of them. Went with none of them. Got to the one that I'm happy with. And that's the time when there's a time for it. I look to the club, and if they don't give me what I'm looking for, I make my own decision to go with something else. To be honest with you. So I did so I did it. And it looks... So the fact that I'm further down the line with Ed and Ein and Faye meant that, you know, I'm happy for Jet to go sooner rather than later. I don't have to wait for Spike to go out on that. It was definitely not... you know, Spike went live in August, I believe, last year. You know, as you know, Jet and Spike were ready at the same time. We went with Spike first. Jet could have followed up, you know, 3 months, 4 months afterwards, but we've delayed it because I wanted it to be further down the line with the others, which I am now. So therefore, I'm okay to open the pre-orders for that. What is up, Ricky?
Hey, oh, sorry. Hey, Nicholas, you're asking about the production of Banjo. guys, you should start bookmarking the schedule calendar on the website. In there now, we've added more features for the production of the products at different phases, at different stages. So whether it's casting, whether it's being painted, etc., go and check that calendar on the website. In there will tell you where Banjo is. I believe you updated that and it's showing casting.
Nana, keep an eye out, please. You know what I'm saying, yeah? Keep an eye out. Apparently, my team in China moved Banjo to casting started. Now, I haven't seen that. And somebody posted, I think it was Kurt Griswold, posted that, oh great, it started. I'm like, really? While everyone's paying the respects to the dead by sweeping tombs today, so I do not have photo evidence, but I shall request it.
Interesting.
So, yeah, we'll have to sort of check how that is. CHOCKS is over 100.
Alright.
Boom. Alrighty, yes, apparently Banjo is in casting. Apparently. Thanks for letting me know, guys, because I had no idea. Alright, so what else is there? Shiranui, leaf by leaf. There is pain involved with doing that, of course. It is something that is you know, pretty time consuming. Guts, I just showed you with and without neck, and there was lots of unsavory comments, CHOCKS. Fleshlight, unbelievable.
I know.
Disgraceful.
Guys, what's on your mind all the time?
What is... I believe if you put a hose up here, you'll be able to wash out the dirty. And what's interesting is someone said like a lychee.
Yeah.
And because, you know, the lychee...
Spiky.
Well, it's not even the spike. No. You see, that's what I don't think they're saying. They're not saying that it's a lychee inside.
No, on the outside. The back of the...
No, I don't think that's what they're talking about.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about, but I don't think that's what they're talking about. I think they're talking about how lychee is, you know, how you open up a lychee and inside it has a pip.
Yeah.
So the lychee is like the casting of the silicone cast. Oh, sorry, the silicone mold, which is white. And as you open it up, there's a little small little, you know, pip.
Right.
That for me is the lychee.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're discussing that. We should ask them exactly what they meant.
So which part of that picture is the pip?
The head, of course.
Oh, that's one head of a lychee.
But that's why it's a massive lychee, right? Because of course you're looking at it from small, right?
Yeah, but if you just look at Guts' hair with the spikes.
Yeah, no, I get that, mate. But you will never lychee that, mate. What lychee you been eating at? Because no lychee is fucking spiky. You been talking about the fuck are you talking about, mate? That's rambutans. Lychees are smooth as fucking a baby's ass.
Before it's peeled.
Before it's peeled, mate. I'm talking. I know that's not.
Before it's peeled.
That's rambutan, mate. That's what you're talking about.
I'm not talking about that.
Well, that's spiky.
The spikiness of it.
That's not spiky, mate.
Yes.
Rambutans is what's it at.
Or it could be. What do you call it? What's that other fruit?
Rambutan.
No.
Nani?
That really
there you
smells.
go. Look.
That really smells.
There you go. Oh, durian.
Yeah, durian.
That one there.
It's nothing like it though.
Jesus, it looks exactly like a silicone mold with a bloody Guts head in it.
See, that's back of Guts' hair as well.
Yeah, fair enough. So what you do? A huge lychee with a durian inside.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy.
Looking forward to more Shiranui.
Alright. Would you be up for a Shiranui TF? I'd love to hear your comments on that. Alright. Moving on, we also have FDL, Varia, and Phazon edition size 12 years ago. Can you imagine if we did that now, CHOCKS? At that price? Can you imagine if we did that at that price in the modern era?
Well,
$100 for the OG Varia suit.
Well, the Chen's factory
can do it.
They can do it at that price.
They couldn't. It's definitely something that shows the growth, that if we were to get those numbers now, we would be mortified, and especially with those sort of pricing. So if only we could have launched that when we were more well known, it would have been something quite... Well, look, it's part of the history. It's very, very interesting. Who's to say... I mean, I'd love to revisit those pieces, different scales, different sizes. That's the same thing. Different poses. I have no problems doing that. Absolutely no problems doing that. So, Showbot the Dracula, Ami LSP. Isun bungee jumping. He's upside down chocks. Now, if what you see there is, right, the way, this is quite a tricky one, right? So, you have the bottom mold, which is this kind of half semicircle shape, right? You with me, Chocks?
Yeah.
You pour in the resin, like that, right? Then you put Isun in upside down.
Right.
Okay. And then you leave him to cure.
Sure.
So half of him is already fixed in a certain location. Then, on the end of that video, it's like another thing, they're pouring more things into it. What that is the covering of him.
Yeah.
So...
the second part.
Right, it's part 2. So then all of a sudden, that's how you get him encased in the, in the translucent resin. That's how you do it. What's this one? Yeah.
Sure.
Sorry, yeah. No, I can see that I also asked you guys, have you been opening tickets and have you been getting it in your spam box or your inbox? And quite an alarming amount was saying is in their spam. We need to look into that, so thanks for that feedback. Sonic TF posted today in the club just recently.
Yep.
And I did a picture of upside down neocortex, which everyone thought was Homer Simpson.
does look a bit weird.
It has a little bit like that.
It has a
yeah.
bit of that.
Has a little
the
bit like
wider
that.
forehead.
Yeah, absolutely. I also asked, do you guys think we are small, medium, or large potatoes? Now it's almost like how do you quantify that compared to what? I mean, what defines small, medium, and large?
Yeah,
of course, I think you have to compare it to the industry itself, right? Obviously,
well, there's a lot of ways to break that down.
I mean,
small, medium, or large in that area, or that area, or that area.
Right.
Oh my god, you got another drink. Oi.
Oi.
Ocha.
Ocha.
Oh.
Oi. So, oh, by the way, check this out.
Oh, you got some more.
But this is like black mega style. This is basically black, which I was telling you before, right?
Yeah.
But black on black. And what I mean by that is like extra strong.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Extra, like, caffeine.
Yeah. Extra strong black.
So the colour's the same, yeah?
Right? It is.
What's that thing on the...
The same thing you asked me last time. You know, peel it off, put your gum in there.
Okay.
You asked me that last time.
That's kind of a...
It's Japanese style, right?
Yeah.
You know how the Japanese love to do amazing packaging, right?
So you don't just randomly stick it everywhere.
Bubblegum war, mate. As you know, shit. I never went to see it this year. You went to see it, right?
I went past it. I didn't actually go and look at it.
You didn't go and lick it?
I wasn't interested in that.
You didn't go and lick it?
No.
Are we caffeine addicts? I think the answer to that is, on a Friday Q&A,
what fuels us?
You have to have a certain amount of energy for these shows, right? There's been some times when, CHOCKS experienced it a couple of weeks ago where he obviously was jet lagged as hell. And I've had it as before when I've been jet lagged as hell. And you got to have a kind of energy for these shows. And if it was kind of like, what is up, guys? There's a certain amount of responsibilities that we as hosts must do. So on a Friday, we're caffeined up to the juice to the gills. Juice to the gills. So are we small, medium, or large shocks? I mean, I always tell everyone we're teeny tiny potatoes. Are we still teeny tiny potatoes?
I don't think about it. I just keep on doing and try and be better than yesterday, or be better than last week, or be, the next product has to be better. Just keep on thinking that.
Can you guys like?
I don't process that in my mind until
If we ever get these edited, Mr. Editor, can you go back and just make sure you add some like theme music or something, like when Chuckles is coming up with that speech, because it sounded pretty decent actually.
What?
Yeah, I just gotta be better than yesterday. I don't focus on what sides of, and I just and I gotta this week is better than last week, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty decent actually. Some music behind, and we've been quite roused and rousing like that, yeah, So, it's definitely something that is. I mean, of course, I don't focus on it. It's just. It's not actually what I think, it's actually what you guys think. One of the things, of course, when it comes to all companies that you deal with, especially in this industry, because you know, pre-orders is not a typical thing. It's incredibly normal for this industry, but it is not a typical business strategy or for most people. Okay, so pre-ordering though, maybe for the video game industry, right? Do you actually pay all your money up front, or do you only pay for it when it's ready to go?
Well, depends. If some online,
let's say Amazon, that you're going to pre-order from Amazon.
Some online sites, you just put it in the basket, check out, and then that's it. No payment up front.
Right.
You pay when it's ready.
Right. So there is no risk involved with that, right?
There are stores, like let's say you brick and mortar stores, right? You know, you pay a $5. Now this is not just one particular region,
right,
or one particular country. Some countries, you know, some game stores where it is you just leave a deposit. Some game stores you just leave your name and your number, and they'll call you when it's ready, etc., etc.
Right.
Yeah.
So the reason why I asked this is because
in Hong Kong, if you pre-order a game, some online or even some shops, you have to pay the full amount up front.
Right. Okay.
Or even half of the costs.
Okay.
And then you pay the remaining, and there's no cancellation as well. You can't say, "Oh, I don't want the game anymore. I want my money back." None of that stuff.
But there is no money to give.
Even, no. Let's say I want to buy a collector's edition, which is 1,000 Hong Kong dollars.
Oh,
right?
so you're talking about here?
Let's say I'm talking about Hong Kong.
Money,
so I'm not saying this is applicable to US. Whatever. I'm just saying in Hong Kong.
Right.
You want to pre-order a game. You have to pay the full amount or half price, and there's no cancellation. You cannot even for pre-ordering figures. Let's say you're buying a figure for $1,000. You pay you pay 200 or 300 Hong Kong dollars, and that's it. There's no way of cancellation. You got to pay the rest once it's out. If you forfeit that deposit.
Well, it's a non-refundable. We're very familiar with NRDs, right?
Right.
So the point being, right, the fact that this type of business strategy is really the standard for our industry, but pre-orders, you are having to absolutely bank on the fact that the company that you're putting your money with, if you're putting money with them, especially up front, is banked in a sensible way. Okay, now what do I mean by that? There has to be an absolute degree of understanding when you're playing your money that you are absolutely in risk, that if the company should fold, you can say goodbye to your money. And you see it time again. You see people not being able to get their money back through credit cards.
It's not just the pre-ordering system. For example, the Kickstarters and the Indiegogos. You know, I'm sure you guys invested in some said person that's trying to kickstart their project, and then it falls because once the 1 month day is ended, you got to pay the amount of what you've pledged. Right?
Okay. Oh, you mean when
you pledge, right? You pledge your money.
When the
different tiers. Once it ends, you've got to pay up straight away.
Right.
You get an invoice, whatever it is. You've got to pay the full amount, whatever you pledge.
Right.
And then you just sit there and wait until if they do it, they do it. If not, then bye-bye.
Right. Yeah. Okay. And that's a certain element of that you will understand that when you kickstart the project, it's not even really a project at this stage. There's no guarantee. I mean, you expect for it to work, but you kind of understand that if they do go bankrupt, or it didn't work, well, you knew the risk really going in. When you are a statue buyer and someone goes up and they've been around for ages or whatever it may be, and all of a sudden, and you don't really think about that. That doesn't even cross your mind. I believe in Kickstarter mentality. You would understand that there was a degree of risk involved, because the whole point of it is they don't have the money and they need the money, hence kickstarting. Right? In the statue industry, that doesn't really cross people's mind to a certain extent, I believe. Now, you have to consider that if you're pre-ordering something from a company, it's not just that you want to, there's two things here. One is, I want payment plans because I need that to budget it, and therefore it allows me to buy the product. You think about it from your point of view, which is, okay, that's great. I can now afford this piece because, it's $20 a month. Boom, I can afford it. That's great. I'm happy. But you've also got to be responsibly thinking about your money and actually consider the company that you're putting your money in and say to yourself, what is my liability if this company disappears overnight? What is going to happen to my money? because it's not the first time it's happened, and it won't be the last, that companies in this business sort of practice of taking pre-orders will go bankrupt. And they will go bankrupt with people's money in there. So when I ask people, what do you perceive us to be? It's not about what I think, what you think. It's about what you think, because you're essentially trusting us to not go tits up and take all your money and do a runner. Okay? That's basically what we're talking about here. So there has to be an element of trust, an element of belief that you're going to actually get your product, that you're paying in advance. I mean, you know, $675, I think our most expensive, $725. People will pay that before they even see the product in their hands, or someone who's even received their product, right, in their hands. Some people even request to pay in full. Again, we don't actually really encourage that. It has a sense of entitlement, but it's not even that. It's also, the sense of entitlement is, oh, I paid for it ages ago, where is it? It's more about the delays that we do. But I'm also thinking that some company policies is you pay it all up front, but then there's the expected delay, but then you never actually see your product. Again, it's a problem as well. Uncle Scab saying, are you trying to tell me you're going out of business? Well, one of the things, of course, is you are... so the perception of is key. Do you think we are super small potatoes, medium potatoes, large potatoes? It's really to understand that you should really understand when you do these things that there is, of course, an element of trust, or you shouldn't just do it blindly. And now that almost sounds detrimental to what I'm saying. I'm saying, oh, don't join the FlexiPay plan, or you know, whatever it may be. That is really not. I mean, it's just something that it's sort of almost general advice to consider whenever you do this with any company, not just us, any company, that you have to think, are you actually getting your product? Just something to think about. That's the reason why I asked that question, actually. So Neo D says, it's a weird thing when I see a new company I give them £600 for a statue. I have no idea where they have come from, no idea what the product's going to be like from the photo. There's always an element of risk, but of course that develops into trust over time, and that's absolutely right. I think maybe
for example, you place a pre-order with a customs company,
right,
which is even, in my eyes, it's even more risky if you just base it on a prototype, a render,
right.
But I'm not saying they're not trustworthy. I'm just saying that, you know, like I said, first time you're going to have trust issues. Second time you might still have trust issues, and all. You know, that's why one of the other main reasons is also we've been on the stream every week. You can see your productions, you can see your updates of the statue, etc., etc. So we can't force you guys to trust us. I guess it's something you have to have a leap of faith and just, you know, like, that's why you go into the club, you see the comments, people receiving their stuff, and then hopefully over time, you know, you join the club today, you might not pre-order anything until a year or two later, which we've seen.
Right.
And yeah, when the guys receive their products, you can see that they're, you know, all it takes is just one product.
Right. Absolutely.
To base if you trust them or not.
Absolutely. And you know, it's kind of interesting where, you know, Nana say, for example, he says, if people didn't take risks in companies, every company would fail. That's actually complete rubbish, because there's no risk involved with, here's a product, you pay your money, and here it is the next day. There is no risk to the company. I mean, obviously you might go, oh, you need to risk that you might not actually get your product, but, you know, you'll be able to see that people would have see that this product is really real, and there's like, I don't know, a shit ton of stock there, whatever it may be. It's not the same as risking your money in a company, and as you know, statues get delayed years. You know, can be delayed years. And you know, I believe credit card protection it only lasts for a year. I'm not sure. I think PayPal is 6 months. I don't even know what it may be. So,
I think I look at it this way. I think if we were not legit, if there's issues with our products, if we've been lying to the customers, I'm sure you guys would hit up the licensors, and licensors will stop giving us anything or have anything related to us or in relation to us. So I think that's also one angle to look at it as well.
Neo D says, Alex, if you took my money, I would come to Hong Kong and find you and kill you. What you don't understand is, I'm about to become a permanent resident of Hong Kong. Just to be very clear, you get that after 7 years of being in Hong Kong. As a foreigner, you come here and you have 7 years of which you're a resident, right? And then after 7 years, you become a permanent resident. I'm about to become a permanent resident in October. So Neo D, let me just be very clear with you about one thing. As part of the test of becoming a permanent resident, I have to be as good as Bruce Lee. It's like all Hong Kong people must be and do the Bruce Lee test. Otherwise, you don't actually become a permanent resident. And that involves a basic degree of martial arts capabilities, you know? You gotta, you know, do a bit of this. I'm still in the practicing stage to actually take that test. The point being, as soon as I've taken a test, good luck coming to get me, mate. You ain't getting past these babies. Yeah, you really have the body of Bruce Lee. Bloody cheeky. If I come to UK, I'm gonna come get you, mate. Alright, Chocks. Are we moving on then?
Yeah.
Temptation Thursday, let's do this.
TT.
Marcus, I haven't taken the test yet. I'm just practicing for it. The test happens in October. I still got plenty of time, mate.
All right. Temptation Thursdays. TT 144. That is Journey, the Traveller. You know, a lot of guys have been requesting this. Currently at 360 votes. 185 says yes. 175 says no. So kind of neck and neck.
I could totally outrun you 3 PM and you know it.
So guys, keep on voting for that.
Aye.
Next one, Overlord anime. Currently at 294 votes. 127 says yes. 167 says no. Once again, keep on voting, guys.
Aye. For realsies.
Right, the next 3.
Oh, is it the next 3 now?
Yeah, it's next 3. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And then that.
What's that?
And then that. An indie game.
Easy.
Well, it's always a main game and then indie
Right.
Right.
All right.
Who knows? Who knows?
All right, here we go.
All right, guys.
Here we go.
All right.
The next big 3.
Next big 3, TT. The first one. I know you guys have been asking for this for a very, very long time. And we have a product that is kind of related to it. So the first one is Star Fox. Barrel roll, barrel roll, barrel roll. Yeah, guys remember that game?
Alien roll.
Star Fox. Next one after that, Transistor. Alright, that's the next TT. Indie game. Transistor. Right, last but not least, an anime. Assassination Classroom. Okay. So again, Star Fox, Transistor, Assassination Classroom.
Let us know in the comments if any of those 3 are something that you would be saying yes to.
Alright guys, so the question is, if we had a pre-order the next day, would you buy it? Okay, don't ask the question, oh, is it PVC or resin? You know, just think of it as a product. Would you buy it?
Kimberly says Assassination Classroom, yes. Neo D says Star Fox, fair enough. Is that a yes or a no? Chris says yes to Star Fox. And can we not do the same problem that we always do? Is let you choose a lame character. Why don't you go for Crystal?
Okay, Crystal it is then, guys.
No, no. There will be one very happy Rallia, but let's not go there right now.
Transistor, Marcus.
Tamra says Star Fox, yes, and the other 2, no. Caroline says Star Fox. Michael says Star Fox, for sure these. Eleanor says Transistor would be sweet, so she likes a bit of the indie.
So there's a lot of yes for all 3 of them. Not a lot of yes, but at least yeses for all.
So that's interesting. Neo D says brilliant game, but statues, no. Interesting. Marcus says no to all. Kimberly's all up for that Coral Sensei.
Kristen, Sailor Moon.
Is it 800? Is that our highest anime one now? That's
Lucinda Charles. No to all three. Tell us what were you on for a TT? Eleanor, I have that on the list.
oh, Ancient Magus, Bride. I've seen the. It's like got lots of like vines and sort of. I remember seeing the picture of that. Interesting. I think we did do a Tiger and Bunny anime. No, it was part of the. It was part of the. I don't know. Either the. I can't remember.
No, it was a different poll, wasn't it? It wasn't really.
No, it was when I said I was Sunrise was in the house. They came over for a meeting and I asked them in the
Yeah.
Sunrise poll. God, that's going back a bit. That's going back a bit. It was part of that. I think the top one of that was. What was the other popular one from that they did? Gintama. Is that right? Could be completely off. There, it was a long time ago.
There was a couple. There's a couple I couldn't pronounce.
Let me see. Oh, Escaflowne.
Yeah, that's the one.
That was just, yeah, I just asked about that one. That had 270, yes. Where did Tiger... I thought we did choose Tiger and Bunny. Maybe...
Hey, Joanne, we have Devil May Cry in the works. Anything Marvel related? Does Spider-Man count? We've got a TT for that.
Aye. All right. Winners.
That's right. Right, hashtag winners. Last week's hashtag was FRF drama. Hashtag FRF drama. That was last week's hashtag.
All right, you need two of these letters. We have a V, C, C, B, C, J. 3 C's in the house and a B, J, V. Let us know if you've got two of those. 3 C's in the house with a V, B, J. Let us know in the comments. 3 C's and a J, B, V. Liam from 3. One more time. 3 C's and a V, B, J. VCs were in the house. I thought you were VQ.
Halo. Ooh. I want to play the next game.
You want to play the next game, did you say? What's the last one? 5?
I got it. I even got the console.
Have you played it?
I haven't played it.
So why do you want to play the next one then? If you haven't even played the current
I
one?
just want it.
But not to play it, you just want it.
I just want it, yeah. I just want every single one of them.
Right. Alright, let's do this. Vince Cosenzo. Sorry, VC, it's not you. Vince Cosenzo and Claude Bouffard. Last but not least, Joel Clements. Congratulations. That is the 3 winners from last week. This week's hashtag is, of course, hashtag F4F. One fool. For a chance to win 500 war points. And that one is the letter 1. Is the number 1.
Number 1.
Fool.
Fool, yeah.
For a chance to win 500 100 war points chosen at random. Hashtag FRF1, and that is the number 1. And then Fool, FOOL, for a chance to win 500 war points chosen at random. We have 3 lucky winners for that. That's correct, Eleanor. Correctly written down. Referencing, of course, to the fact that I got you, suckers. April 1st. I wish it could be April 1st once a month. That would be cool. Let's do this.
Q&A.
No snack review, Chocks?
Nah, no snack review.
No snack review.
No snack.
No snacks.
Pay my respects. That's it, guys. Hashtag FRF1, the digit, and Fool. Any decent games coming out this month?
Decent games coming
as
out
in, like,
this month.
Not decent, as in like big games. Hey guys, what do you think of Days Gone? You know what I'm talking about?
Is that the one that I was talking about, whether you can influence what happens? Where, like, oh, I see, like, the E3 things, where it's like, if I give this guy water, then I go with the rebels, and then it's like free for water, or if I don't give them the guys water, then they like beat down people and stuff.
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
And like, and then it's got zombies as well.
Yeah, the Days one's got the zombies one. I'm trying to not look at as much like teasers and gameplay vids as much as possible. But
what's the point? You never play them anyways.
The first one, I know. But the first one I saw was like had like tons and tons of like zombies on the screen and stuff like that. And
yeah, and it's
a technical achievement.
Wasn't that a PlayStation 4 game?
It's a PlayStation 4 game, yeah.
It's coming out, is it?
It's coming out this month, in April.
So John Rafano says he played it at PAX East. What's that one that I'm thinking of then?
Played what? Was he played what?
Days Gone.
What do you think? Oh, demo was good.
Yeah.
Guys, has anyone played Streets of Rage 4 at PAX? I know David has.
What do you say?
Slow. Not his cup of tea.
But was the OG was cup of tea?
I don't know. But a lot of people that I know that have played it said that it had the same like pace, the mechanics as the old one, which is kind of like how it should be. It feels weighty when you make contact with the.
That's always an important thing to do.
Yeah. I mean, graphic is one thing, but the main point is the mechanics, the gameplay mechanics, how it plays. Because the demo was behind closed doors.
Is this the one I'm thinking? Which is the one that I'm talking about from the E3 demos or the E3 things, where you can influence what you do, like what happens to the world.
Hey, Nicole Richardson. Yeah, Alex has done collector's edition game bundle statue many moons ago.
Many of them I've done. It's not just the ones under FRF. I've done some under Gaming Heads as well. I've done quite a few of them, maybe 10 plus. I've been responsible for. Anybody know what they are? Write them down and I'll tell you if you're right or wrong. Days Gone.
Yeah, Cuphead. Yeah, that was good. Still good. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Yoshi on Switch. Yeah, that's out this month. You still trying to figure out what game it is?
Yeah, is it that one?
Was it this one? Is it this one you're thinking of?
I don't think it is. What's the one I'm thinking of?
I guess everyone's looking forward to Game of Thrones this month.
Aye. Game where you affect the game world. It's like everything. Game world.
Take over. What's that? What's that? Neo D. Well, wow, it's 2 months already. It's only 2 months until Crash Team Racing. Wow, time flies.
Yeah, Billy, you got it right. That's right, Randall. That's right, Zach. That's right, Marco.
What?
Like what they're saying.
What we're saying? What? Oh, the collector's edition stuff you've done.
Yeah. I really don't know what that game is called. Is it called? It might be Days Gone. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was the guys from like, the guys who did the Koch Media. You know, the Dead Island guys.
Ah, Dead Island.
Dead by Daylight. Is that what I'm thinking it is?
No, you're thinking of the other one. Are you thinking of the other one?
What one?
The one that I really, really enjoyed.
Dying Light.
Dying Light, yeah. That game was good.
It's like a new version. Or something.
Yeah. Neo D. I'm looking at the Takeover. It's a Steam game. God, it does look very similar to you know, the kind of beat 'em up, side-scrolling beat 'em up.
But Dying Light's already out.
Yeah, Dying Light's already out.
So is there a new one?
You're thinking of a sequel?
Maybe or Dying Light 2.
They are working on a sequel.
That's probably what it is. Yeah, it's Dying Light 2.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's what I'm talking about, I think. Where you like... Yeah, this is the one.
Is that what you're thinking?
Dying Light 2.
Yeah, that one is...
I played Dying Light 1, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Finally. So it's not, what do you call it? What was the zombie one we just said? Dead... Jesus, they're all similar. What was it?
You said Dying Light?
No. The one that you said for the PlayStation.
Days Gone.
Days...
And then you said something before that.
Days Gone.
What's the other one?
Dead Island.
Dead Island had that
The
really,
OG,
that
yeah.
really,
But
really
these
good
are the
intro.
guys who did
that was
it.
a really good intro.
Yeah, that's like put them on the map. That trailer put them on the map. Alrighty. Can we move on, please?
Alright. Q&A.
Q&A. God, it's already been 2 hours. What? It's been 2 hours already, Chocks.
Really?
Yeah, that's gone pretty quickly.
Yeah.
We haven't even said anything.
Because it's been a short day.
King of the Ring. Go and enter. Only 77 people have entered. Nanase says that is valid. We had over 100 last time. He has an amazing amazing website that you go on and you can enter in all the information. So there is no excuse not to enter that. I want to be giving you 12,000. Actually, I want to be denying a lot of people, to be honest with you. Enter it in. And they get your post in there. I know, right, Justina? I love that Fatal Frame. Stefan Ali, hope you guys are good. Any updates on the new website? Yes. I saw it uploaded, but there is still some problems with it. Quite a lot of problems.
Has much changed since we last looked at it?
It's not changed the it's like got the old website on the new thing, right? It's... Let me show you.
Yeah, Marco. Yeah, Siren. Siren's a good game. Very tough. Very tricky. It's not for everyone, though.
What's not for everyone?
Like Siren. You know, those like kind of like horror, scary type of games.
So this is the website right now. It's a recap, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And that maintains the shape of that, depending on, obviously this is crazy because my monitor's mental, right? But something like that. Then this is gone batshit crazy. But that's because as long as whatever we put in there is the right size all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? It means it will be okay. It will be like this one, right? Which is what it was originally.
Yeah, what's that thing in the back?
What thing in the back?
The black and grey thing.
This thing?
Yeah, what happened there?
Nothing happened there. It's just it can be. In fact, it'd be nice to actually have that to sort of fade in, just so you can have it like a little separation thing between the two. And this is the problem here. This, I thought we went through it ad nauseum about what was going to be on the top. Didn't we do that? Because that's just the bullshit stuff from before.
Yeah, why is that there?
And look how mental it is. I mean, obviously, if it's on a full screen, it's fine, right? But the moment you make it small, or like that, it's
all over the place.
If I do this over here, it just makes it smaller. Like, that's all right. Yeah, you see that? It makes it much better. Make it smaller. And it comes in there. Anyways, guys, just to say, look, we're sort of almost there. Is maybe not the word, but at least we're getting towards it. So sooner rather than later, I would say. Are we going to have a feature to pay extra if we so choose without bothering CS? Mixed feelings, maybe. I guess so.
Pay extra what?
You know, pay money up front, I guess more.
Then you'll get people saying, "Oh, we need money."
We need money.
Yeah, yeah. I'm keeping my eye on that special thread out there. We're saying, "Oh, we so desperately need money."
I saw you show me that, right? And it was like, "Oh, why do we take a deposit on wait lists, right?" Actually, our website is set up like this, right? We need to capture something anyways, right? We have to capture something anyways, and we have no ability to having said that, we didn't used to be able to have the ability to do this. So actually, you know what? We could modify that. What used to happen was we would have a very fixed thing, which was we take this amount of deposit, and then this is how much the payment plan is, and all that sort of stuff. And that was what it was for many, many years. But Andreas has done some voodoo magic. There's now people to have to deal with the people that sometimes people will go on payment plans with points added to it. That the payment plan now has to be altered to that specific person, which never used to be the case. It used to be universal. So by that logic, now the fact that we have if by that logic we have the ability to tailor make your plan, maybe that means that we don't, and it's not universal anymore. Maybe we can therefore reduce that wait list to $1. Now we have to have one interaction with the credit card to capture the details. What we don't want is you put down a wait list and then it'd be like, "Oh, do you want it?" And then they've forgotten about it or whatever it is, and then they don't place their order. Like, there's nothing worse than doing a conversion of a wait list, right? And then waiting for them to come back and confirm it, because that means that somebody else is going to be like waiting for that person to get back to you. As you know, people don't get back to you for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. In the meantime, if they come back in 3 weeks, like, yeah, I want it. You're like, all right, fine. But I've been leaving this product in the warehouse for you to get back to me for 3 weeks, and I have to pay for that. No, that's not how it works. We have your card, right? We have your card, we then charge it. You know, if you need to like delay it, you have your payment plan options, whatever it is.
Yeah, to 3 months.
Right, yeah, no problem. But what it isn't going to be is, congratulations, your waitlist has converted, please give us your credit card information so we can do it. And no one is going to get back to us on time.
And when you say, "Oh, there's always going to be someone on the wait list," that is not a guaranteed answer. There's not always going to be someone on the wait list. You can't use that as a reason to say, because if I don't buy it, I don't pay for it, someone else will have it on the wait list.
That's talking about... No, that's a different thing. You're talking about...
No, I'm just saying that it's kind of related in a way, that because, I wait until 3 weeks, I don't get a reply. Like, from a company point of view, we wait for 3 weeks for them to reply, but they don't come back with a reply and then say, well, I don't want it, someone else can have it. And then we'll be sitting there waiting for 3 weeks for someone to reply, and then the next person might be dicking us around and wait for another 3 weeks, and that's stop.
Right. And the main thing is, this is usually it's in the warehouse at this stage, or possibly it's in the warehouse, and therefore we're paying rent. You know, to the logistics company to pay for that to be there. That doesn't work like that. So what we do is you have a wait list. We capture the payment plan, whether or not we need it to be the actual NRD, or whether it should be a single dollar. We need to take some payment in order to capture those details. Again, now that the fact that we've updated it, possibly we could do it. This is not something that's new. Someone was like, "Oh, it's a new thing. They must be hurting for cash." It's amazing how much misinformation is out there and how people really don't know what they're talking about.
Twist things.
Just say complete
things to
rubbish.
make us look bad.
Well, not necessarily. No, I don't think it's necessarily to twist things to make us look bad. I don't necessarily think that they're being malicious. I think it's just people being incredibly unknowledgeable.
There are individuals.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. But I'm not saying in this case it is, right?
Right. maybe in their mind just think, oh wow.
They think that they think it's something new and it's because we need money. When the reality is it's been like that since day one.
I need money, guys.
You know, and it really is quite amazing just how much misinformation is out there when people don't know what they're talking about. Will say something with authority, and the people are like, "Oh my god, I can't believe these."
Yeah,
you know, it's ridiculous. These FRF stands for first for fuckers, right? You know, whatever it may be, and it's just like, hey, it is what it is. All right, Ricky Onado Pow. What is up, guys? How are the chuns? Hey, ni hao. Kevin Brandenburg. So let me ask this: can you tell us how TFM is going, and when are you guys going to start assembling her? Thanks in advance. Go and check out the shipping schedule because it has not even started casting yet. Adam James Meredith. How are the Mario and Yoshi pre-orders looking in terms of sales? No idea. When do our new overlords, the Chuns, take over? I feel like they want us out so they can get that Wolflink and Midnight on the cheap and get that free shipping.
Well, somebody posted that it's already been done. He's already received his Chen edition, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Chen
that's
edition,
right.
yeah.
That was cool. I like it. Luke Preston. Would a Fierce Deity bust be more appealing to you over a mask if you ever had the opportunity? I would love to do them all, to be honest with you. Liam O'Brien. I was rewatching some of your old Prepare to Try videos. On the Sif and Artorias unboxing, notice you engraved the outside of the white padding. I'm curious to why you choose to do this and if you still do it.
Oh, on the styrofoam.
We've been doing that since 2000 and whatever it is, and the answer is yes, and yes, we do continue to do it all
Everything.
the time.
All the resin products.
All the resins have that.
All the resins have
Absolutely.
that. Front and back.
Yeah. Giovanni Comorio asks, "What's the next pre-order? Your guess is as good as mine." I have no idea. I have an idea, but sometimes the plans don't go according to plan, and that's why we're sitting here going without stuff.
Pay your respects.
I'll go back to sweeping. Now I say, hey guys, how's that game changer coming along? Can you tell us if it's a game changer regarding the club, the company, statues, shipping, the website, streams, authentication, validation, feedback, reward tiers, reward points?
What is he talking about?
All about other guesses. Can you give us any hints at all? I talked about in streams two streams ago. I alluded to last week as well. I think I mentioned it before we went to the States that I'm working on something that is game changing.
You say that every day. Hear me now.
Can I tell?
Every day's a game changer.
Can I ask in real time?
I'm thinking he's changing his game on his PC.
When I say hear me now, in your group, do you real time go, oh, here we go again?
Oh shit!
Keep your head down, guys. Don't give eye contact.
Yeah. It's time for lunch, guys.
I really want to get in on that. What's the price of admission? How do I get in on that? Yeah, so the game changer is something that is game changing for the company, and if it's something for the company, it will therefore permeate in throughout all of it.
I don't know anything about this. Right?
Yes, you do.
I do.
Hear me. Neo D, go back and watch the section that you missed, because it's all about misinformation out there, and you need to go out and educate the people that are completely not understanding it. Go back and listen to that section, please. Thank you. It's like, go out, you know, you're the only one who like goes out to like statue forums and goes out to the other clubs. Go out and please educate the uneducated, please. You know so much about the company. It's really apparent in your review videos, which I enjoy, you know, watching when you do a talk about us, and you really know the very fine, intricate details of stuff that comes with following the streams and the supporting of that. So thank you for the support on that. I'm now looking to you to go out to the clubs that when there's clearly misunderstanding, and a lack of education about how we do things at FRF to sort of be...
Yeah, it's like in a statue collecting scene, you would think that people are like really close with each other, community-wise. They would know what's going on out there, but I guess there's still a lot more things for everyone to learn.
Yeah, Neo, go back and listen to the... Yeah, I always check them all the time, mate. I see what you do all the time. You watching me, I'm watching you. Or you just need to know that I'm practicing my Bruce Lee for my permanent residency. Anyways, go back and listen to what I talked about, specifically talking about the fact that people are misunderstanding what we're doing with regards to taking money on wait lists. Go back and listen to all of that, please. And then you'll be able to understand what I'm talking about.
Alex is the ideas man, and Chock panics to make it work. That's how it is. Woo.
How do I say this? I want a product to be marketed. Choggles is in charge of marketing, therefore he must make the product to market. It all falls under marketing, doesn't it? So, as I said, it is a company-specific thing that will branch outwards. It's a game changer for me, myself, and that will have far-reaching effects throughout the company. And if it has a far-reaching effects in the company, it will permeate through the company, the club. Justina says, Alex Stalker. Well, you look. The reality is, yes. Adolfo, do you think the Chuns will treat us nicely? They will treat you so nicely. So nice. As long as you speak the 普通话, otherwise, then you're 老外. 是老外. No, it'll be all good. It'll be all good. Of course, in case you didn't realize, the names Chen Jiazhen and Chen Xunzhe, which are the Chen overlords, is actually my name and Harvey's name, which is my 8-year-old son. And he's so rubbish at maths that he will be a terrible COO, or CFO, I should say, as well. Liam's question, Chocks, over to you. Cecile asked about many in the production news. The answer is go and check the thingy bomb. There's no movement on that, and therefore that's the answer for you. Over to you for Liam.
I'm just looking at Dead Ghost Night.
Oh. Did not know that. I did not know that, Neo. Nice one.
Goes on the main page.
Cool.
Hey, bud. It's been a while.
Hermes. Hermes was there.
Where?
Thinking that the club was going. Gotcha.
Alright, so Liam, right, I have been wondering for a while, how can you tell if a partnership with someone helps get more people interested in you? Example, prepare to try, spiked my interest on you, and RKG, Solera, SD, and Boxing got me to go on a waitlist for the combo pack.
I mean, there's no way to actually say it. I mean, sometimes... Well, actually, there is a way to figure that out.
Right, but there's...
I think views is a really good indicator as well. I mean, there's a load of people on that, RKG prepared to, for the Sunbros.
All I can do is just keep on spreading word until,
But that's great news. That's the only way that he found out about us.
Yeah.
Wonderful. The fact that he picked up the combo pack, $185, and the fact that we sent out thousands and thousands of dollars of worth of products, getting some money back.
Getting some.
No, I'm kidding. It's just, even if no one, it's just getting the word out there. At the end of the day, no one knows who we are. I feel, still.
There's always going to be no one that knows us.
But doesn't get it. Fooled you about the old April Fool's thing about, don't worry, we're not going anywhere. You're stuck with me. You're stuck with the club. The club's going nowhere as well. Did you want to add anything else to the Liam thing? No?
No. Nothing, Liam.
Denise Kip, any updates for Snake SD Gamescom orders validation tick up? Chucks, over to you. Can you put that on your list of things to talk about? It's not hugely on our, what's the word? On our list of things to do right now. It will be worried about that when we get into production. So we're not going to bother with it right now. Got so many other things to be doing. But it will be addressed. Make sure you remind us, of course, as well, before it actually goes to production. You'll see production videos. You'll know what's up. Thank you. Uncle Scab says, how are you guys? I'm alright, Chucks. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm great.
Cool.
It's on the stream.
Who is?
Uncle Scabs.
Cool. Nice. How are you, Uncle Scabs?
Yeah.
You've
been behaving yourself lately?
been playing that Monster Hunter.
Still in the game. Still in the MH. Rachel, I have people in different Facebook groups that know you guys.
Is it?
What type of groups? Am I in the group? I'm usually quite...
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Uncle Scabs is good. That's good to hear.
Good.
Alright. Troy Blair. How come there has to be any sneak peeks of The Legend of Zelda in a while? Because. Any updates on Midna? For the third time, nope. Will you start doing old statues but in different poses? Example, Fierce Deity Link 2. Sure, why not? Will there be more than one Legend of Zelda pre-order this year? Not. Maybe? Is it because Nintendo that the Legend of Zelda statues are so slow to make it or to go to the pre-order stage? Things are going at the exact pace it should be going at. Will it really be still 5 months until we hear anything about a Legend of Zelda pre-order? Possibly. I cannot tell you how long a piece of string is. Can you give us any updates on anything to Legend of Zelda? Nope. Do you have any idea of when Truthful Minute will be releasing? Isn't that the same question as 2? I think it is. Andy 4, how is the handover to the Chuns? I'm loving it. The double Chuns are ready and waiting to take this to TikTok, baby. Rachel Ann said Legend of Zelda and Kingdom Hearts.
What?
The two groups you were asking about where they heard about us, yeah.
Kingdom Hearts. Interesting.
Andrew John Messenger, how are things going with the Yu-Gi-Oh sculpts? Cracked it!
There's a new game coming out in the summer, I believe.
Is that? Cracked it. Cracked it. Was absolutely kicking my ass. Absolutely kicking my ass. Went back to the drawing board. Actually submitted it and had approval to go to Prince CHOCKS. And I said, you know what, hold it back, bring it back, let's revisit this. I'm still not feeling it. Today, I cracked Blue Eyes. Cracked it. I'll show you how this went down, yeah?
Yeah, I saw you guys are messaging.
Are you in this group?
Am I in this group? I think so.
Well, you know you're not.
Am I not?
I think so.
Oh, guess I'm not then.
So it started.
I've definitely seen that image in a different group.
Well, yeah, this has been something that we did before, right? So we started like this, and I wasn't really happy with the way this was looking. I didn't like this lack of silhouette here. And then this was a better silhouette, right, than that one there, right? But this was still more of a triangle shape there. But I said this looks like the head. The wing is growing out the head, so it doesn't look good as a silhouette, right? And then it was. This was the previous one that was approved to go into print. I was like, you know, I really hate this angle because this bend in the wing just looks naff as hell from this angle. You can't tell from the front, but this angle looks terrible. And the thing about the 3D, you got to turn it all the way around, right, CHOCKS? So then I was like, he said, you know, that was my previous comment, and then this is the new comment. But he went over. It went from that way, and he overcompensated and went that way, right? and I said I didn't like that, right? I said, why don't we, so I mocked it up, I said, let's do the silhouette where actually this is there.
Right.
And therefore, if you make it black and white, and you don't see anything, you can say, oh yeah, I know what that is, right? That was the point. And I was saying, I said, this is looking weird as hell, like that, etc., etc. So I was like, just make it, like that, and just tweak it like this. And we went further down, and I was like, let's do one of those, alright? In addition. And keep going down. And I was like, we got to obviously avoid this, so why don't we make this, instead of straight, make it more angled down? Because, whoopsies! Right, it's showing out this, and then, obviously load it down, etc., etc. Then now we're moving into it. It's now looking a little bit better from that point of view, right? And then he came up with this by accident. I said, you know what? Actually, that looks pretty dope as hell, right?
It looks kind of very kind of.
Right, yeah.
You know which scene I'm
absolutely,
talking about?
Yeah. The T. Yeah, right, absolutely, right. And I was like, so what does it look like from the front? It goes, it's a bit.
These are a bit more.
It looks a bit lame from the front, right? So I was like, a lot of the time the depiction is like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why just do that?
That's not the OG.
No, pose wise.
Oh, right. So this basically, right? This is a loose, right, at this stage. So this was where we were at. I think is that right?
That reminds me something out of.
Sure, well that's the style.
Especially when you look down.
Yeah, sure. I appreciate that, right? Then I said, look, this is what it's looking like in Jump Force, right? As an example, right? It's not going to be like that. This is more to the anime. And then I said, look, the way this comes out. It's probably like this area here looks lame compared to what that one looks like, and he goes, that looks like a so I said, yeah, fair enough, but I like that, but let's sort of add some of that sort of detail into it. Yeah. It's like, look at that, it looks like kind of, never mind, go on, my mind was in the gutter. It's graceful. So this was, I think, is that the angle down? That's angle down. I said, boom. So here's the final thing. Here we go. So here we go. So finally, what was approved to what we're going to get it to. Cracked that. Cracked it. The Dark Magician also cracked that. We're getting, what was approved, Phil was, now that looking back at it, was super weak. Now that I think about it, lame. Changed it. Medirios! Hope you're doing well. I'm doing alright, thank you. Do you have any interest in creating a Spyro and Crash backdrops for older characters, maybe new ones? Hey, that's a good question. I haven't thought about that for a while. Be a nice idea, Chocks. I'd love to get one for Artine, Ornstein, Conquer, Banter, list goes on, I think that's a great...
Just the backdrops themselves, yeah?
Yeah. For OG products. I think that's a great idea. But the question is, what would the cost be? What would the cost be? Alrighty. Brandon Rulf. Will the day could be up for PO before Season 4 in October? Will it be released, get teased? You definitely get teased. Chris is wanting to get off the bowels of exclusive. That's tight, I'm going to be honest with you, Chocks. I think the numbers are really tight.
Yeah.
You mentioned last week that you'd done a poll for King DDD before, but it seems that not be able to find one, although you did mention King DDD in a non-poll post in 2018. Can we get an official King DDD poll? Sure. A while back, you postulated that niche characters like Ico and Jin could potentially be possible during using higher price definitive editions so that they wouldn't have to hit the 600 in order to meet a 10 gold bar. Is that still a consideration? I'm working on a game changer that might not be necessary. I don't want to talk about it too much. It would have an effect on that. How is the New Year's resolution regarding plush development going? It's only month 4. Any further thoughts on selling Jiggy's notes as individuals or packs? You know, there hasn't been any thoughts about that, but I keep forgetting about it. Jiggy's should be really easy. No, I'm thinking of Jingos. That's what I'm thinking of. Jinjos. Jean Carlos Sanchez Campos. Hello, any chance of seeing something of Cinder in the near future? You know what? I haven't revisited that for ages. Dawn of the Dragons. Dawn of the Dragons, all that sort of stuff. You guys be up for that? Cedric Bardot. Hi, Kiryu from Yakuza is no longer the PO calendar. Does that mean there won't be a Kiro chat? There will be, just I didn't want to just leave it there. It's being reworked. Just get rid of it for now. Brendan Freely, as of writing this, Grantilla is only 35 from the original God of 600. Mombajo was 61 of the video. What do you want to see? Yeah, okay. 800. Adriana de la Riva already misses the chins. Cheeky. Andrea Milk Dud Herrera. Any plans for Banjo-Kazooie Conquer PVC to go with the resins? You know, there has been... I'm really thinking about it. Lynn Olstadt. When do we get more details on the reignited Spyro resin? Now, that's really deep in development, so expect a PO earlier rather than later. Brian D. Weatherlit, when will the pre-orders for Jet open up? It looks like Spike's coming on nicely. Yeah, so the answer is sooner rather than later. And please give me some good news on Persona 5. I have nothing to report. JM Morim, since Juno is now under production, when will you announce the winner of the giveaway? When it's ready, at the end of production. And then when we're organizing which locations of containers, we can then put it in its container. That's what happens, because it needs to have... we do usually use it as an unboxing video, don't we? A picture and all that sort of stuff, yeah? To make sure it's okay. James Bennington, how's Alucard's daddy doing? Any movement of Sonic and Tails? I hope you had a good day. Yeah, Big Daddy Vamps is doing alright, and Sonic and Tails, I believe that should be wrapping up in terms of painting, maybe? I'm not sure. I haven't seen it recently. I know they started it and was quite sort of deep into it. Deborah Higgins. How are anime lines doing in general? The answer to that is there's really only been 3 items. 2 in the actual marketplace, and that is One Punch Man.
Saitama.
And it is Samurai Champloo.
Mugen.
And then there's another pre-order which is obviously Alphonse, and that's it. That's literally it. So, in terms of how the anime line's doing in general, the answer is...
Oh, Spike.
Oh, whoops. Indeed. Spike. I think they're doing... I think I'm a bit more disappointed in how we are not getting them out fast enough and churning it out. And that's on us, so I'm disappointed in that regard. In terms of the numbers, I mean, they've been better. Obviously, Spike did really, really well. Just, I'm not sure. I think we got around about a K out of that. Alphonse is... a really expensive piece. So the fact that Alphonse is like double the price of of
Guts as well.
Oh, Guts. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You know, double the price of of Spike. It means that you would have to sell 2 Spikes for 1 Alphonse. So bearing that in mind, it's obviously it's nowhere near the numbers of
and
Spike.
You consider how much
Right.
the cost as well.
Right.
It's not just doubling in the price.
I forgot. Everyone's getting angry. I forgot about Guts. Yeah, you know, so yeah, actually, I'm not that bad. No, still, I feel like we should have done more in terms of the numbers of pieces. And I think we've got a lot of stuff in development. Of course, you can see the MHA stuff. There's a lot of stuff with that in development as well. So overall, it's been slow, but I feel we're beginning to get a bit of momentum. So much so that I'm looking forward to trying to do Anime Expo next year, Chocks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that, you know, really we wouldn't be able to do that unless we had a kind of anime range, is what my thinking is at. So, yep. Are there any challenges to making them, selling them, and deciding how to advertise them? Not really. I mean, advertising, it's you just target different people. I'm pretty adept at doing Facebook advertising. You've probably been spammed the hell out of FRF stuff, to be honest with you. As a anime PVC, I would like to see, you know, I would love to do an anime, you know, PVC, which is what we're doing with MHA. So I look forward to seeing how that comes along. So, you know, Deborah, you know, I appreciate the support on that. So let's just keep on going. I'm really motivated that we're going to get somewhere. Vincent, don't you think it's time for 2019 to be a Zelda year? A Zelda year, I could drop like 10 pre-orders in December, all on Zelda, and then boom, 2019, Zelda year. You never know. Joel Pedro, when's it going to be the pre-order date for the Neo Cortex and Crash TR? So that will be, Neo Cortex will be first. CTR still not out of the gate, unfortunately. And New Metal Sonic is something that you are considering. Absolutely it is. Tiffany Baran, how's the AMI PVC coming along? I think we'll get that ready in the next middle of April, and then if everything gets approved, we'll then probably take it up about a month to get everything photoed and all the merch, you know, all the videos ready, all that sort of stuff. So I would like to say mid-May, something like that. Any idea how the box will look? Nope. But I want the team to get it done in time, and I'd like to have number 3. Okay, just be very quick on that refresh button. Gabriel Gutierrez. When can we expect a PO for Dracula? Can we see more pics? I would say, you know, the head is still in 3D, but it's just been wrapped up. Print that out, all that sort of stuff. June? Was there something coming up for Castlevania?
What, new Netflix?
Oh, not the Netflix. It was something like being released on Switch,
Oh,
maybe.
sorry,
or what was it?
yeah,
What
yeah.
was it
The Konami's announced like 3 different collections.
when are they coming out?
Well, I don't think there's a date, particular in Castlevania.
I thought there was.
Only one of them. The others are kind of like summer, or whatever it is, right? So there's no like hard date. But one of them is like pretty much, I think it's April or May.
Okay, that's
yeah.
good.
So it's like one of them is.
Well, these all Castlevania, are they?
No. Well, like one of them's like collection of Contra, one of them's collection of Castlevania,
Yeah,
another
yeah,
collection is
yeah,
arcade, whatever it is.
yeah,
It's
that's
like
right.
that. It's their own specific collections.
So where's Castlevania? Just a summer?
I didn't really click on the date on that one. Yeah, Contra, arcade, and Castlevania. I think the first one is the arcade one. I believe that one has a date. Yeah, Arcade Classics, 18th of April. Yeah, that's right. And then it's just
early summer. That's probably May, isn't it?
Well, who
Maybe early June.
don't know. We don't know. Because we don't know which one comes first, Castlevania or Contra.
But I guess it'd be sort of similar.
What do you guys think of Contra? Has anyone actually played Contra before?
Shooting up, mate. Shooting 3/4.
Diagonal.
Yeah. Getting them those little flying thingy bobs, yeah.
Yeah, those power ups
Yeah.
with the wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kelly. I think they only announced them as digital.
Kurt Griswold, here's a question from start to finish. How long does it take for an average resin statue to be made incomplete from start to finish? Production-wise? Four months? What's the hardest part of making a statue? Everyone's different. It's really hard to say that. Painting? Painting. Georgia Martin. Now, Spyro PVC is, you know, for example, painting was not the hardest thing at all for Various Suit. It was assembly. Good lord. That's a hard piece to assemble. Spyro. Now Spyro's PVC is done. My next focus is Crystal Dragon. How do we, can we find any other edition sizes? Have we not? I thought we'd given them out. I'm pretty sure we've let them know that, but I have no idea what it is. And I hope the 20 samples look up to scratch. I will start with, yeah, you know, I haven't gone to see the factory to see them yet. How can, Jake Mayer, if we can get the Pikmin TT over a 1K before Vegas, will you discuss it with Nintendo? Of course. Would absolutely love the diorama. You know, it was
So
something that
you've
you've
got
been...
some cool ideas for that. PVC, diorama resin, maybe. So much fun with that.
MAD, any milestones reached on acquisition of the Darksiders license? Can you explain the process of getting a license and why it takes almost a year most of the time?
Why
Not
don't you
always.
work in the game industry? Why you let us know? How come it takes you guys a year to give out licenses?
Legal, talking about the terms.
Exactly. Yeah.
You start with the deal memo. Do you guys agree with the deal memo? The deal memo is almost like the like a shorthand version of the contract. Then the do you want?
Yeah, that'd be cool. The cable.
Yeah,
you
maybe
go,
this one is.
I'll just grab it from John's desk.
Yeah, maybe,
Is yours charged or not?
Well, it did run out, but let's see.
If not, just grab one from.
Keep passing it back and forth.
Yeah. I can't be asked to go over John's desk.
Absolutely. Start with the deal memo. Deal memo is like almost like a shorthand notes, and then if you agree with that, then you start talking about the production. You know, the full version. Legal needs to get involved. There's negotiations back and forth.
Yeah.
Usually they'll come and give us a deal that's usually for something like, I don't know, like t-shirts or stationery, right?
Yeah,
and it will be like a general kind of email template. I sort of, and it'll be like, yeah, and
they're
you need to
gonna
give us like 500 samples, right? And it'll be like, I don't know, like a pencil or something, 500. No, they won't say pencil on it, but generally it's like 500 of them, and like, that's our production
Yeah,
one.
they're gonna figure out the costings and whether it's gonna affect the online. If they've got an online store, whether it's gonna affect their other team counterparts. What about different regions? They're gonna deal with any other headquarters in different countries and see if anyone else is going for the contracts. All that stuff.
Look at Re Gabriel Indriago's comment.
Well,
I can relate.
Funny story about Contra, it was hard AF and always lost in the last level. One day I woke up and started playing like never, but it was school day. I told my mum that I didn't want to go because I was playing amazingly. I needed to finish the game. Of course, my mum told me to stop being silly, so I left the NES on the entire morning, entire day. I was thinking about it. Yeah, back in the day, there was no save feature. Some games might be you enter the passcode to jump to that level, but yeah, back then when you play the game, you literally have to play all the way to the end, non-stop, until they implemented the battery in the cartridge. But eventually those run out as well.
Right. So Chris Harrison says, what about Ninja Gaiden? That's a great question. There's a bit of a backstory with that. I actually had the license for Ninja Gaiden, sort of, you know, back in 2007, 2006. I actually made one. If you go and check it out, we made one. It's got like this beautiful swords in the ground, and this first time I used faux grass, and I did amazing work with dry ice to get that perfect thing. Unfortunately, I mean, I don't want to go too much into it. It's kind of well documented to a certain extent, but this was a result of a split between myself and the original, my partner at the time of First Figures, and part of the split was he would go off with that Ninja Gaiden statue, and then they released it themselves. They made some modifications, You be the judge of that. And they released it under 1-to-1 collectibles, and it's like my baby's sort of modified in a way that perhaps was not. How do I, I'm a son of a diplomat. How do I try and say this diplomatically? Sometimes if you can't say something nice, Chocks, you just don't say anything at all, right? Words to live by. I wish some of our members knew that.
Just say something like, I don't know, when things are out of your hand, there's only so much you could do. Just all you can do is just sit on the sidelines and just see things change and hope something good comes out of it.
Right.
But hey, that's life. Has anyone played the Contra on the Mega Drive? That is a very good game. Anyone picked up the Mega Drive Mini? That was announced last weekend at the Sega Fest.
Have you got it?
Yeah, I got it on pre-order.
I thought they already released one.
No, they announced it last year in partnership with a different company. But after feedback on the internet, they say, hey, we're going to take it back off our hands and they'll do it internally.
What was the problem? So it was never released?
A lot of people... I mean, there's a lot of third-party consoles, right?
Right.
Replicating the original consoles, and word on the internet is that company hasn't got a good reputation. So Sega took the fan feedback and with their own internal porting team, they worked on their own Mega Drive Mini.
So they're back in the hardware space.
Yeah, you can look at it that way, yeah.
That's cool.
Kimberly. Coming soon, F4F calendar with inspirational quotes from Chocks.
I like it. When can we expect a preview of the CTR statues on track for near the release of the game? Unfortunately not. Things are sort of a little bit sidetracked, unfortunately. Not got the momentum through there. Elaine Kennedy, loving this TF Sonic progress. Last stream you asked about classic Supersonic PVC. Is this something that you will create a TT for possibility for more characters in TF line? Yeah, absolutely. Will I create... I don't think I need to create a poll for that, to be honest with you. Derek Baker, are you forgetting something? If I click on this and I see him, I'm not going to be pleased. Alright, shoutouts. Chelsea Harris in the house. Did Chocks purposely wait until the last minute? Scott Dennison in the house. What's going on? Yvonne Horrocks, Patrin Riebensteiner, Sven Lochain. How you guys doing? Bada bing, bada... Derek Baker. You were played, Chocks. You were played. He played you at your own game.
No.
He called you out to do it. He was waiting like a hawk. You did it.
One of these days, I'm not going to do it before the stream. I'm going to do it during the stream.
I like it. Unbelievably.
Is Derek on the stream? Is Derek on the stream?
Hope not. The pain I have to say his name. Hat trick to that boy. Unbelievable. That's 3 in a row, Chocks. That used to be the glory days where weeks I would go past and I'll never see his name. Never have to say it. VQ in house. Liam O'Brien. What's going on, mate? Samus Grab. What's going on? And last but not least, Emerson Murray. Boom. Boom. Oh, he's here. He's on the stream, Chocks.
Is he?
Yeah.
Alright, nice.
Unbelievable. Are you like DMing him? Okay,
no.
Derek, I'm about to do it. Get ready. Thanks, Chocks. I'm ready now. Philip DeFord, where's my Ivory TF? Not that I'm pestering, definitely we'll look to do it if we can. If Sega will allow us to do it, I think it's a lovely color. It came out so beautifully. If people want it, why not?
I'm just wondering, guys, if you guys, if a lot of guys have played Contra, which it seems like a lot of people on the stream did, right? Back in the day, the original ones on the Super NES, etc., etc. And how come that TT for Ghouls and Ghosts or Ghost and Goblins is sitting at the bottom of the pile? Strange.
Seth Duran, what kind of differences should we expect from the Checkpoint, Sonic, and the TF and the resins? If we are ordering one or the other, what difference is it going to make us? What difference is it going to make us want both? You know, I feel like I understand what you're saying. If there's going to be some differences, we haven't completely finalized it yet. I know that we want everyone to be as educated with their purchases as they want. The reality is the price point is going to be really different. Obviously, one's going to be about 100 and the other one's going to be significantly more. One's going to be bigger, it's going to be different material. I would hope that that would be pretty much the biggest deciding point rather than actually what it looks like. Usually that's the case. So I'm not sure we're going to give you all that information before we actually go live with the TF.
TF.
John, you asking?
Looking at Seth.
Seth's, yeah. So I'm just basically saying, what's the difference between the TF and the resin? I'm not really sort of saying that now, and
it's too early, Seth.
But also, I understand when they go to pre-order for the TF,
Yeah.
that you don't have the information on the resin. You're not going to be able to decide which one you want, to be honest with you. And I understand where you're coming from, but hopefully the biggest deciding factor is not what it looks like, but actually if it's in your price point, in your size range. That's more of a consideration about whether or not, do you know what I mean, Chocks? You know, that sort of thing.
So no TT for Contra, guys, is that right? Yeah, I see a lot of people that like ninja type of games, right? But what happened to Strider?
Shinobi as well, don't we do?
Yeah, Shinobi as well.
Chelsea Harris, when big replacement batches are made, Fighter Kirby, Sif, etc., are some extras made of replacements as well? Yeah, of course. Are those done one for one? Oh, no, but replacement cases are unnumbered and don't go into the pool of things to be actually sold. We would never do that. Unless it was to finish off the edition size. Sarah Arrington, so my squishy plush Okami is shy of 500 likes and loves. It's pretty nice. It's the hope for the stuff, you know, the stuff pillar is... Let me do my recap of 2019 and see how we did. On the SD Castlevania line, who would most likely be front runner for this? Alucard. I know you got in trouble for showing him, but is the Gurren Lagann figure still a thing? Have you seen the poll? How many anime titles do you approximately have, and how many would you like to acquire?
I think I'm sure we've already been through the anime that we had.
Mm. Any specific titles you'd like to get? I'll let you know in 3 weeks' time whether or not I want to get Assassination Class. Straight to the top of the TT poll, yeah?
Maybe.
You're a fan of that one, aren't you?
No.
Oh no, which one do you like? It's the prison one. What's the one I'm thinking of that you like? The Prison Boys.
You talk about Prison Scoop.
That's the one. What's Assassination Class, did you say?
Classroom.
Classroom.
Yeah.
It's not the same as Prison Break.
Oh, no,
I mean prison.
it's definitely not any.
It's called Prison School,
Prison
yeah?
Break. Prison School is good. There's quite a lot of good animes out there, but whether they'll become popular statue for folks to buy is a different
What's
thing.
Assassination Class?
It's the guy with kind of weird looking head.
Yeah, the smiley face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen this TT quite a lot of times. He looks like a teacher, yeah? An octopus or something. He's the only interesting character, though. Is he the main dude? Are you gonna choose a really lame character?
Yeah,
oh, I want that person there.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose that one right underneath that. Yeah.
That guy over there, right in the back. Let's go for that guy. I'm assuming we're gonna go for this dude then. Unless, who's the main? I guess one of these guys must be the main character.
There's so many fate stay stuff out of the market.
Anything new to report for SC?
FC?
There could be
SC.
Samurai Champloo,
Oh, SC.
Soul Calibur.
Wow.
You need to be specific. Vasco Medeiros, when will Sonic TF be up for pre-order? I'd like to see if we can get it around his birthday. And I say, how many raw points to spend in 2018? Just wondering how much a generosity costs you a year. That's a good question. It's probably not what was spent, but more what was given away. A lot. I wonder if you can find that out. Billy Ogle, will we see any new Metroid announcements soon? By soon, I mean the next couple of months. I'm getting antsy. Let me get this right. Various Suit, 1/4, April or June 2016. Was 2015. Was Various Suit before or after the club? It's before the club. It was after the club.
During the club.
Yeah, yeah. So it was 2016, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The next
It was
one.
just before. It was just before Mega Man Item 2, I think.
Oh, so just before you joined?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, the one before you joined.
I think so. Yeah.
So you joined, then it was Mega Man, and then it was
Artorias.
Artorias. Yes. Yes.
I can't remember what was after that. What was after Artorias?
Fighter. Fighter Kirby.
Yeah, maybe. Really?
I can actually tell you. I'm glad you were paying attention to what you were launching or messing up at launch time. Ooh, Alex, what do I do? I don't...
We didn't get 500 votes on this one. Do we even bother most? You remember?
Let me see. Okay.
Yeah, just look down the list. Product list.
Yeah, so if I go to the second page. Right, so it was, you joined right before, you're absolutely right, just before you joined was Various Suit, so just before you joined, then you joined and it was your favourite Item 2 Mega Man, then it was Artorias, then it was Pac-Man.
Pac-Man. Come on guys, Pac-Man.
And then it was...
After Pac-Man. Yeah.
After Pac-Man, it was King of Red Lions.
Yeah.
Then Saitama.
That was a 24-hour stream.
Yep. Then Sif. Then Prince. Or Katamari, I should say. Then Jin. Then Majora's Mask. And that starts the 2017.
That's the first, that's January, yeah.
Yeah, we can remember that.
Yeah.
And Breath of the Wild Link. Well, that wasn't this one then. The Nightmare. Silver. Solaire. Fighter Kirby.
Wow.
Ami LSB. Martial Law. 25th anniversary Crash PVC.
Yeah, yeah.
Spyro.
Yeah.
Mugen.
Yeah.
Bowser. Snake first try. Taki. Aku Aku. Shovel Knight. And that was December. And then the start of the next year, of last year, was Ornstein. Alucard. Crash. Guts. Shira. True Form. Oh, we probably got Artorias. What? Oh, yeah, Artorias SD. as well. I forgot to mention Artorias SD, and then Artorias, and then Slayer SD, Crystal Dragon, Banjo Kazooie, Spike, Warp Star, Psycho Mantis. That's just before Gamescom, wasn't it, Chocks?
Right after Gamescom was Snake again.
No, it wasn't.
Third try.
No, that was at the beginning of the year, right after Ornstein. That was. We came back and then it was Spyro. Oh, it was Sonic Chopper. Well, that's partnerships. And it was Spyro PVC, Alphonse, Phoenix Wright. What? Shovel Knight. No, that's Player 2. Mimic. Conquer. And that was the end of the year. And then it's Meta Ridley. So back to Billy Ogle's point. You're angsty. It's been 3 months since Meta Ridley. 2016 in April was the previous one. Before then, that was Various Suit 1/4. If you follow the logical pattern, I'll see you in 2021, mate.
2021.
Yeah, 3 years, isn't it? Adam El Gamal and Yakuza updates. No, but I know what that needs to be done, but it hasn't been done yet. Were you serious about offering free Jocks? You can answer number 2. Ain't nothing to do with me.
Who? Adam? Were you serious about offering the free shipping on a statue of Atu? That is a continuation from what Alex posted on April the 1st. So, sorry guys. Unless you are in a different group watching FRF Q&A with Chen and Chen number 1, then sorry, you have to go into that group and watch that one for the free shipping.
Any progress with finding another case for the TFDEs? Nope, I haven't done anything on that until it gets down to we start doing the castings and we start doing that all again. So that should be soonish, I think. That's all for this week. Where were you last week, mate? You were at 1, and then there was only 1 question from last week. So, you know, Adam, I was missing that. That's all for this week. Have a great weekend. Sorry about... Oh, there you go. Sorry about missing my ending message last week. Worked through my schedule off and I forgot what day it was. I had fun with your April Fool's joke. I thought it was pretty funny. Can't wait to see what you do next year. I've already got plans. FRF is love. FRF is life. I'll see you the next week. Peace. Much appreciated as always, Adam. Always a pleasure. Vasco Marios. Important question. I have a really old statue with a broken piece. Is there any way for me to pay for a piece to be produced again as a replacement? No. The setup costs, you know, silicone, I'll tell you the reason why. Silicone molds only have a certain shelf life before they get dried out by age and the weather, and means that if you try to use it again, it will come out all cracking and it would basically not be okay. So the way that you would have to redo it is to take the original casting, create new silicone molds, etc., and all that involves startup. Then there needs to be individually made, find all the castings, redo it, and repaint it just for one piece. You know what? Maybe we just do a complete relaunch of them all. Relaunch them all, and then I can do it for you, mate. Aldolfo Honorato. Can we get a Hunter x Hunter TT? Sure. Put it on the desk, Jokes. Michael Bohonek. Did anyone cancel their orders because of your post earlier this week? Just curious if there's actually serious or not. Yeah. I said not really a massive spike in cancellations, to be honest with you. How many people entered that Sonic Mania Art giveaway? That's a good question, Chuck. Do you have any idea on that?
Need to check. There's a way to check on it.
Was it a Gleam thing?
Yeah, it's a Gleam thing, yeah.
I can tell you that right now then.
Well, that only tells you the entries, how many entries.
But actually, if you look
so
behind...
one person can have multiple entries. Are you talking about users? Can do. Click on finished. Yeah, top one.
Yeah, no, I see. I'm comparing to others.
It's good.
See, this one I boosted.
Yeah.
So maybe that's something I need to consider. I mean, it's ridiculous, right? Absolutely ridiculous. So I boosted it.
Was it? It was absolutely ridiculous before you boosted it.
It was the first one we ever did, wasn't it?
Is it the first one we ever did? Yes. How ridiculous are you talking about?
Look at the numbers of users.
I know, but when did you decide it was ridiculous? Then you boosted.
Oh no, no, I just boosted it.
Oh.
I haven't even looked at this, and then I'm looking.
You mean
I'm just looking at it right now.
Ridiculously good or ridiculously bad?
Good.
Oh, okay.
I haven't even looked at this, and I'm just looking. Oh my god! Well, you can see clearly it's made a huge difference.
Sure, of course.
So if you look over here, you can see. Oh, that stopped going, but this one here. I don't know why it says only 292 clicks. How much have I put towards this? See what's the price on that? It's not that much. But then again, it doesn't seem to have that many clicks. Oh no, sorry, it's this. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah, that makes a difference, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's really good value for money. Should do it for every single one. See what happens. That could be a nice little thing. Because, you know, that's nothing for us, right?
I'm just thinking from the Gleam point of view thing. Is that going to really...
Yeah, because the first thing it is, like, what to do to get into the points and stuff like that, once you start looking at the competition, etc., etc. Anyways, 480 is the answer. Boom! I'm done. Right, let's do this. I'm going to go for a quick wee-wee in the garden. Let's get ready, and I'll prepare it on the way over. Who dat? 2 lucky winners to be live.
Oh, you hear that, guys? Don't go away, because we have the who dat. More reward points up for grabs. Make sure your internet connection is working. I see you guys already typing test. So then, guys, is there anything out there that's worth looking into these next coming weeks? Anything that interests you? Any conventions? Any games? Any films besides Avengers? I know, Jonathan. Always. Ah, P5R, P5S. Then again, that's just announcements, right? Anime NYC in October. That's a long time. Ah, Breath of the Wild VR and Mario Odyssey. I did check out Takeover, but only image form. I haven't checked out any video footage or anything like that. I'll check that out later. Yep, MK11. Northern Japan and it's snowing. Oh wow. You there for work or holiday? Favorite game series? It's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. I don't know. Just random off my head. Street Fighter, Streets of Rage, Shenmue, Sonic. Yeah, Gamescom. Yeah, we've already started working on some of the stuff behind the scenes on that. It's crazy how the deadline for shipping stuff out is like in May. So yeah, it's crazy. Hey Rando, your first stream? Well, Alex is going to come back and we're going to play a little game, and that game is for a chance to win reward points, up to 8,000 reward points. So it's kind of like pick a hand, and then yeah, it's just guessing game really. Haven't got a chance to play Jump Force. Hey Lilith, I'm alright. Liam. Free Shovel Knight for who though? Free banjos, right? Free banjos for Grant. Is that right? Yes, Rando. Stick around. Have a go. Give a try. It's basically you got to guess a certain character from Alex's phone, and if you guessed it right, and if you guessed it, it's like first come first serve basically. So if you get chosen to be on the seat, you get a chance to win reward points. I still haven't had a chance to play Sekiro yet.
Okay, easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Really?
Okay.
How are we gonna take it?
Absolutely, how it should be. Yes.
Just that
has to be.
Okay.
All right, guys, here we go. Who dat? Who dat? Has everyone done the testing? Is everyone good to go? All right. Who dat? Who dat?
Guys, remember you got to guess the name correctly and spelled correctly.
Is Alex laying Yoshi egg?
He did that earlier on.
It wasn't an egg. It was a cracked egg, if you know what I mean. Who dat? Who dat? Who dat? Who dat? Oh, Chocks. It's test. Oh no, no, lots of people come up with choosing test.
It's not a character name, guys.
Who dat?
Did you give this guy his points?
Oh. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I told Phil to do it. Whether or not he did it or not, that's a different question. Who dat? It's done. Here. That was really easy. We've got here Joey. Shit. It's not moving yet. I saw Joey something, and then I think it's 3 p.m. as well. Which is not good news, because 3 p.m. is crazy. He's cray-cray. No, it's not on there.
He's crazy.
It's on Twitch. It's on Twitch. Okay, I can go back now. Here we go. So we have, let's go down here. So it goes down here.
Oh, go back up.
No, I can't. It's not easy to move. It's not easy to move. It's like,
no,
this is test. It's not started yet. Feeds the cat. Here we go. Game and watch. Okay, it's just, that's Joey there. Let's make sure he's the first one. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Scroll down, scroll down. Oh no. Bradley Shadow be King.
See?
Yeah, hold on. That's good. That means it's not 3. I believe it's not 3 p.m. Let me see.
Bradley what's?
Bradley Shadow be King. And then keep going. He's done it twice. Alright, we get you. You just need to do it once. He's done it twice. Mr. Bean, Mr. Bean. And I got it's VGM. What? Wait a sec. Maybe, hold on. Let me screw further back up. Hold on. I feel like I might have.
That's too far up. too.
But maybe it didn't come up over here. I think it was over here though.
Where are you gonna look? You're looking from there.
No. But does everything here also on there?
Not always.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's always been like that. So you always look from there.
No, I have to look on that.
That's like saying I look on here. But we always go with whatever you look. Just choose one platform that you look at. And
It's
stick to
usually that
platform.
one. But the problem with that one is because that's what they can see for adjudication. Another Mr. Bean here. Shit. Is it possible? I know it's currently recording. Whether or not it creates it in real time, I doubt it. That wouldn't work, right? Videos. Oh, it started. Let's see.
Nope.
I gotta stop recording.
Just choose another image and do it again.
No. Stop recording. You can keep streaming, right? Who cares the last bit? Who cares, right? It's only for our own reference anyways. We never download it and upload it anyways.
Yeah, we do. Do we not?
No, we don't.
We put it on YouTube, do we not?
No, it's automatically on YouTube now because of the because we're streaming on YouTube, so it just stays there. So we don't actually put it on YouTube anymore. So I don't actually need to do this anymore, to be honest with you. Like, Peggy hasn't ever asked me to do it in ages. Alright, here we go. Adjudication right here. This should be the full one. I'll bring it up to the end. Okay, good. Right, so let's go back. Okay. Is that the first Mr. Bean? Which again, which I saw Joey.
Just double check first.
Okay, alright, let's move this back.
Now you can just zoom in bigger.
I can't. Okay, so this is all test, right? Agreed? Yeah? None of this has really sort of started to show it. Mr. Bean here. This one is
pause
the
it, just
right.
pause
Yeah,
it
yeah,
it's there
Mr.
and
Bean.
then.
What was it? Mr. Bean. Yeah, I knew it was
Yeah.
Joey first. And I hope it's not 3 p.m. Oh, fuck, it is 3 p.m. I was right. Damn. I really wish it was Chatterby King. But he's like banging on about below. Chatterby King is banging about feeling as the bloody cat. Totally wrong.
Joey.
Oh, it totally is 3 p.m. It's the worst feeling ever.
Hold on.
Yeah. Joey Den Haag over on Twitch and 3 p.m. did a strategic move across to Twitch because they knew it's going to be faster response. Unbelievable.
Guys, just want to give you guys a heads up. If you do get if Joey, Deng, and Christian, and well, I know 3 p.m. on Facebook, but Joey, if you do win points, hit us up, send us a PM, because it's going to be really hard to know who you are on Twitch. Same goes with anyone that's on YouTube.
Yeah, Mike, you did say Mr. Bean as well, but you got to go back and check on what is happening along here. So the adjudication must be to review this. And unfortunately, the only person, well, I'm a bit concerned about Cray 3 p.m, who he's just Cray. And we'll go from there. Sorry about that, Bradley Chatterby King. I was really hoping it was going to be you because I know you'd be sensible about it. All right, do we have Joey in the house? Let's do it. Assuming Joey's around.
Basically just Twitch.
On Twitch.
Remember, Joey, if you do win points, hit us up. Send us a PM.
I wouldn't worry about that, Joe. He's not going to win any points. Oh, wait, he's beginner's luck, though, isn't he?
Well, I've got to say it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's like we go off stream and then be like,
yeah.
"I'll see you later." We skanked him from points.
Alrighty, here we go. 3 coins. I think, in case he doesn't know how to do this. Right? I'll explain to him, right? We have here 4 hands and 3 coins. All you need to do is choose 1, 2, 3, or 4. And this is number 1 over there. 2, 3, and 4. For a chance to win 500 reward points, you have a 75% chance. 3 coins, 4 hands. Just say the number. That is your instructions. Oh, he knows the rules. Let's do it, Joey. I'm assuming this is your first time, right? You're going to get beginner's luck. You get to 1,000 points. Just take it and enjoy. MJP's gone for 1. Oh, sorry, I haven't showed the picture. You're right, sorry, I will show the picture. Joey's gone for 3. If you went for hand number 2, you would have got yourself 500 points. If you went for hand number 3, oh, you went to go for number 4. If you hand for number 4, you would have got yourself 500 points. You decided to go for 3, 3, 2, 1. Good, beginner's luck. I'm assuming it's your first time, right, Joey? Just to be clear. I don't know if you have a different name on Facebook. This was where it was. Let me just bring that out. I have no idea how they got it based on that. Ridiculous. How on earth did like that zooming get Mr. Bean? I think by default people just say Mr. Bean. And then all 3 PM does is just copy what everybody else does.
Next.
Is he not? Is he not?
What?
Is there a point in doing another one? Surely you're walking away with 500 reward points, no? Alright, alright. Gonna be like that now, is it? 2 coins, 3 hands. For a chance to win. 500 reward points and 3... No, 1,000 reward points and 3... hand number 1, 2, or 3 for a chance to win. 1,000 reward points. Let us know. Ah, it's popping on Facebook. Nice.
What?
He wants to continue. It's your first time, right, Fopney? Devon says 2. Gemini says 3. MJP says 2. Tamra says 2. Brenton says 3. Jerry says hand number 2. Okay, if you went for hand number 1, you would have got yourself 1,000 raw points. But you decided to go for number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Okay, alright.
Close.
Just take the 1,000 points. Just write a quick message to Phil. Fobney, 1,000 reward points. Done. Okay, we're good, right? Right? Don't, you know, the moment you start going to 50-50, all bets are off, you know. The gloves come off then, I'll just let you know, right? If you do decide to be really, really mean and go for a 50-50 chance, you have here a flower and a number. For a 50-50 chance, you can go for either flower or number for 2,000 reward points. Of course, if you do decide to bank that 1,000 reward points, let us know what you would have gone for. Brenton says flower. Terry J says ha ha ha. What comes after 50-50 comes a 33% chance and then a 25% chance. Devon says number.
Not taken away?
I would strongly recommend you walk away with 1,000 points. Let's go for...
Let's go for what? What are we going for?
Let's go for flower.
Flower.
The template I wrote to Phil. Just please give this guy, you know, the reward points. I just can just delete it because he's going to get denied right now.
Well, I've already typed it. Reach level 3, right?
Just might as well and died.
Yeah, yeah, and died. Yeah, they've reached level 3 and died.
Oh, baby. I can't wait till we have the new studio. I can, like, you know, right in your face. And that is what you do when you bite the hand that feeds, take the 1,000 points, and walk away. No, you decided to be cheeky. What was I telling you about the 7 deadly sins, Chocks? Greed. Greed is one of them, and that is the right example right there. In your face, denied. Because Alex says so. 3 PM. Don't make me bother you like I did with the rap. You know what I'm talking about. Take the 1,000 points on me. Enjoy it. Off into the sunset. Don't do anything cray-cray. Don't do anything cray-cray. Don't do anything cray-cray. Indoor fireworks when you get people tonight in the new studio.
All the poor souls that have died at the coin.
Yeah,
You guys
right?
need a running total of how many points have been lost at the coin part.
No, so many. Follow James Bennington. He knows what's up. Cassie B, they know what's up. Death by 1,000 cuts. You know, that's how you should be attacking me. Death by 1,000 cuts. Here we go. 3 p.m. 3 coins. For a chance to win 500 war points, do you want to go for hand number 1, 2, 3, or 4? Do you just want to, you know, not even go and just walk away with 0 points? You know what? I'll guarantee you 500 points if you just walk away now. You don't even have to go for this. I'll give you 500 points. Deal or no deal?
It's too easy. Come on, 3 p.m.
Jose says 2. Desperation. Neo D, I get very nervous if you ever win it as well.
Oh, he's gone for 2.
It's gone for 2. Just like that. I can tell you, if you went for hand number 1, you would have got yourself 500 war points. If you went for hand number 4, you would have got yourself 500 war points. But in 3, 2, 1, you went for hand...
I'm typing it out. I'm getting ready. Reached level 2 and died.
How about this 3 p.m.? Flat out, I give you 1,000 war points, just walk away. Just give you 1,000 war points right here. Walk away. Guaranteed. 1,000 war points, just walk away. Don't need to go through the pain of 2 coins, 3 hands. You don't want to go through the pain of 2 coins, 3 hands. Just take the 1,000 raw points. You don't even need to go for this. If you do decide to go cray, let me know if you decide to go for hand number 1, 2, or 3. If you do decide to take the 1,000 war points, that's guaranteed, just without even doing anything, let us know what you would have gone for.
What did you say? Give me 2,500 an hour. That's too easy. That's too easy.
The deal is 1,000 raw points for deal or no deal.
It's a bargain.
It was like,
That's a bargain, yeah.
You traded 3 p.m.
That's a bargain. You don't even have to play and still walk away 1,000 points. That's like, you know, way better than a what do you call it? Reward points feeding frenzy.
I know, right?
And is that asking for more? What's that? Greed. Is that one of the 7 sins again?
Oh, he's gone for number 2. Hand number 2. If you went for hand number 3, you would have got yourself 1,000 war points. But you decided to go for hand number 2, 3, 2, 1. It's okay. Because I guaranteed him 1,000 points if he wanted it, right? He just exactly where he is. Exactly where he should be. And I said, you know, it's fine. 1,000 war points. I'm very happy for people to get 1,000. You know, it's not easy to get into Who Dat. They're on it. 1,000 war points. It's a nice little bonus. It's a nice little bonus.
And I was going to ask, give me 4,000 points and I'll walk away now.
That's not how it works.
That's what he's trying to say.
The deal or no deal is me offering it to you, not you offering it to me.
He's offering you the chance.
I'm not enjoying this. Glory over points. We have here the dreaded flower and number. For a 50-50 chance, do you go for flower or number, or do you walk away? Wait, hold on. Just scrolling down on the things. I've not moved my hand. Yeah.
Don't get too excited. Make sure the camera can see.
Yeah, no, I know, but I just moved it down because I couldn't see it. It doesn't matter what you do because you know, obviously he chooses what number it is. I can't obviously do anything once it's on the screen.
No, you can see it when you reveal it.
Yeah, but yeah. Lilith is just knocked it. No, this is my shirt. Flower for glory.
Wow, everyone's gone. Well, not everyone, but
Do I need to get him
Everyone's-
to legitimately say flower then?
yeah, you gotta say
You
it.
got to say it, not rather than no hashtag.
yeah,
Yeah.
no hashtag. You just say the word.
We trust you with our money, our statues, but we don't trust you at who dat. All right, he said it. He's gone for flower.
All right.
How about this? I guarantee you, $2,200. I mean, no. 2,200 reward points, guaranteed if you walk away. Deal or no deal? 2,200 reward points if you.
It's 2,000 anyway.
Yeah, but he's not guaranteed it.
Hmm?
He's about to. He could lose it all.
You could lose it all, but now you're saying 2,200 to walk away.
Yeah.
So why even bother playing? He's playing because of this.
Hold it, MP. Yeah, he's got to do it, right?
For this.
He's taking. He says I take the $2,000, but it wasn't the dollars. Now, will you take 2,200 for war points? Neo D's like, hey, that's not how the rules work, mate. The rules work. Where is it ever said that there's no deal of no deal?
That was his walk. There's no shame in walking.
You know, the reason why all of a sudden, because when I was
Oh, he said flower.
He did say flower.
Hey,
Right? But
now
we'll
he's
get to
shouting
that.
at you.
Yeah,
Now he's just shouting at you with the
get that.
capitals.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get there. When I was landed in Seattle, when I came to the I'm going to be honest with you here, Chocks. You're not going to like this. It's a bit
So
of a
you've
confession.
been
time.
lying me all the time.
It's a bit of a confession time to tell you here, right? Okay, a bit of a confession here.
Yeah,
When I
yeah.
got off the aeroplane,
Yeah.
right? I was all stinky and stuff, and I'd just been on the aeroplane for going to Seattle, right?
Oh, you mean on that Wednesday?
On the Wednesday, right?
Yeah,
I said,
yeah.
I'm coming over, I just landed and all that sort of
Sure,
stuff.
sure.
As I was sort of unpacking a little bit, right, which I was doing and refreshing, I just turned on the TV, okay, and there was something called Deal or No Deal on the TV. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where you have like the what's in a briefcase and you're just like, oh, I want
Yeah,
to
it's
choose
like
that,
a
not
game
that.
show. It's like kind of like
Yeah.
Bruce Forsyth's kind of.
Exactly
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I watched that for half an hour before I left.
I'm not surprised.
I could have left half an hour earlier, but I was too riveted by Deal or No Deal. And that is the reason why I'm introducing it into this game now.
Okay.
Because I never knew what it was really. So now I'm offering, did he want to take it for 2,200 Deal or No Deal as the evil banker? Unfortunately, he threw that offer in my face. Is he going to bite him in the ass? We'll see. He went for flower. No going back. It's like
Because he goes, I'm busy, Alex. Can we continue? See?
Here we go. He went for flower. 3 p.m. just got bodied, mate. With a one punch, boom! You're in your face. I gave you a 2,200 in your hands. You know what? Whoops! I take that right back. Denied. I can beat you at arm wrestling. I can beat you at hooda. I can outrun you, mate. What you got, boy? What you got? You ain't got nothing. Nothing for me, mate. Taken out. And that's how you do the hooda. Phil, can you send absolutely no points to absolutely nobody? Boom! And that's how it's done. Oh, the chat is stuck, unfortunately.
Is it?
Yeah, it's stuck on the thingy bob. It's stuck over there. The denying. The denial. That's how you do it.
Stefan, 3 p.m. We need the speck of hope we all get when someone gets to 4,000.
It's not happening.
Finish the effing line, 3 p.m.
It's not happening. Alright, let me just quickly get that back in.
Brenton, I told you to run because it was number.
Copy. Let me see how this is working. Why is this got stuck?
No worries. You've lost it this time.
Again.
You still have
What's that?
still have his dignity.
He still has his dignity, yeah?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mate, are you rooting for him as well?
No, I'm not rooting for anyone. I'm being neutral here.
Alright,
Yeah.
cool.
I'm not choosing sides, guys.
Taken out. Play it on my casino app. I think Alex practiced some sleight of hand. I'll be surprised if he isn't taking
We're glory over points. See?
That's why I know
There's
the guy's
no
a
way.
bit,
Yeah, no,
the guy's
no
a bit
way.
cray-cray.
Yeah.
He's a bit cray-cray. You know, I just like James B. You know, we have an understanding, right? He gets on, we don't even play anymore. I just give him 1,000 points. It's done. No point even playing. He knows what's up.
Greed always gets you caught.
Right? 7 deadly sins. There's one on display right there. Pride is also the root of all sin. This is so rigged. Chocks, is there ever going to be a day of glory that someone actually gets the full 8?
Someone will. Someone
You think
will.
so?
Eventually, yes.
It's been a long... I mean, no one's even gotten close recently for a long time.
Someone will. One of these days, you're gonna maybe like once we're at the new studio, anything could happen.
Can we, on the new studio, right, can we have a little area that's smooth? I know we've got carpet, right? Can we take off the carpet so I can get a proper D9 moonwalk going on? I need a smooth surface so I can get the moonwalk going on. Yeah,
Install like a dancing floor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like varnished. Tap toe, you know, you can
tap
wear,
dancing,
you
yeah,
can wear those tap shoes so everyone can hear you tapping.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You can do the Irish dance.
The Irish dance, I like it. Alrighty, guys, we are going to be wrapping this up. Is there any questions before we finish this one for today? It's been a great.
You can stamp D9 on the floor.
I like it. Do that in Morse code.
Yeah.
That basically says the 9. Brenton, are you ever gonna get that? Hey, Brenton, have you ever been on the Who Dat? I think he has, hasn't he?
I think so.
Something, I'm sure, nondescript, 1,000, 2,000, maybe something. This new newspaper will be half dedicated to Who Dat, and you get some hotties to do the coin. I put on cheesy glitter suits. That would be cool. How long production for Guts? Guts has just started at the casting stage. Make sure you check out our Trello board of shipping. It has all the information, all the different stages of production, and you can see it from there. Oh, Brenton's never been on Who Dat? Interesting. Kurt, I hope you get to Who Dat, mate. I'd love to give you 1,000 points. One of those giant floor pianos. We were talking about big the other day. Today, weren't we?
Yeah.
So I can dance my own denial song. Thanks, Rando. I appreciate the kind words. We're really happy to be as open as we are. Nice one, Justina. I appreciate that. Christopher, nothing on Xenoblade and reward point cards. We were never going to make one. Nice one, Ashley. Happy birthday in advance.
April 1? 28.
Yeah. Nice one, Neo D. Alright, I got to find something for you. Anything else we got coming up that you're looking forward to? Let me know in the comments. Thanks, Fobney or Joey, shall I say. You're going to be waiting for them for a feeding frenzy. Of course, that will be coming right afterwards. Uncle Scabs once got 1,000 points in Who Dat, reliving the glory days, my friend. The glory days. Nice one, Adramis, the DMX. Have you started packing ready for your last stream next week? Is next week our last stream? Here.
Last stream here?
Nah.
Why? Oh, because of the new studio?
Mm.
Nah.
I'm not sure when that's going to be. No, it's going to be a while.
It's going to be a while.
Did you guys give away that Sonic art print? We're going to announce that, Josh, on Monday. Oh, nice one, Neo. So, something for you soonish. Nice one, Randall. CTR PVC will be sweet. Alrighty then, we are going to be wrapping up. Chocks, any last bits at the end for you to shout outs or anything at the end? No? Alright, so we're going to wrap this up. Okay, as always guys, there will be a feeding frenzy in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Make sure you check it out in the club. And anything to add before you want to wrap that up then, Chocks? No?
That is all, I believe, yep.
Alright, nice one. Alright, cool. There you go. It has been Friday Q&A with Chocks in a 113. We will be back at it again next week. It has been the 5th of April 2019. We hope you have a great day, America. Have a good evening, EU. You should be sleeping, Asia, and definitely Australia as well. We can't do without you. As always, guys, thanks for joining us. You motivate us every time. We'll see you in the club as always. Much love. I'm your host, Alex.
I'm Chockles.
FRF is love.
FRF is life.
And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Later.